Hello everyone and welcome back. This is Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney Dual Destinies for Android, and I'm just checking which part it is. It's supposed to be part 14. And I did not export yesterday's stream to Twitch, to YouTube I should say. So I'm about to do that just now. Alright. 13. There we go. That was yesterday's. Export to YouTube. There we go. And we're on to part 14. Let's keep going. Okay, and say yes. Okay. Got no volume here. Yeah, but I should turn off the volume on my TV because it's drowning the sound coming from my headset. I should try to sit more comfortably. Get my keyboard. Alright, Prosecutor Blackquill, please call the witness to the stand. Again, you waste your breath. Alright, okay, I think the volume should be okay the way it is now. Yeah, that's why I couldn't hear it well enough. I had the volume down on the computer itself, okay. Okie dokie. Me name be Sasha, and I be one of Captain Orla's swashbucklers. I come to rescue me bucko from the false charges put on her by Wright pirate Nostache. No stash? No stash. Yeah, okay. I guess no stash refers to Prosecutor Blackquill this time. Well, it can't be the judge. He has a mustache and a full beard. Now then, Captain Judge, shall we begin the pirate court? Arr! Captain Judge. I rather like that. Makes me feel like a salty old sea dog. And scene. How was that for a self-intro? The court is not a show. State your full name and occupation. I'm Sasha Buckler. I work at Ship Shape Aquarium. I perform in our Swashbuckler Spectacular Pirate Show alongside Orla as our trainer. Well, you seem like a completely different person now. You really think so? Thanks, I was in my pirate show persona just then. Prosecutor Blackquill said I could introduce myself any way I like. I bet money you didn't think you were going to do it like that. And what will this witness testify about? The orca manipulated the victim into playing volleyball and then knocked the items down. The witness will report about hearing the noise that caused the victim's death. Now wait just a minute. Sure, Orla uses the ball to break props sometimes. She even spiked the ball at the giant octopus's leg yesterday when I was cleaning. So Orla was the one who broke that leg, huh? But she couldn't have knocked down that huge stack of equipment with her little ball. I thought you were paying attention to the trial over the telecast. But you apparently know nothing of what we have been discussing. The orca knocked down the equipment by pulling on the cloth that was underneath it. No one said anything about the orca knocking it down with a ball. What? What? Is that what we're talking about? Yeah, I came in here to give Prosecutor Nostache a good keel-hauling. But I'm the one getting the cat o' nine tails. Oh, he's as vicious as a tiger shark. Miss Buckler, just focus on your testimony and you'll be alright. And don't lie. Don't worry, we'll take care of that tiger shark for you. They were life preservers? Thank you, Athena. Okay, I can do this. My testimony will be phenomenal. Alright, Miss Buckler, please proceed with your testimony. Hearing the noise. I admit I heard Orla summoning me with a loud noise, but the aquarium guest scream I heard over the walkie-talkie was more urgent. I talked to Norma de Plume first and then went to the pool room with the security guard. The equipment was everywhere and the captain was lying in the middle of it all. Her story doesn't seem to be much different from Marlon Rhymes' testimony. Or does it? The circumstances are different. The actual order of Orla's actions depend on the order the witness heard the two noises. If she heard the scream first, the prosecution's claims don't stand up.
Objection!
Unfortunately for you, she doesn't remember the order of what she heard. She doesn't? I was distracted at the time, so I don't really recall which one I heard first. I was lost in thought until the guard brought me back to myself. Sorry, I'm no help. As long as the order remains unclear, I shall not alter the prosecution's claims. After killing the victim with the bag of coins, the orca toyed with the body in the water. I have to turn things around here somehow. Unless I can prove the sound Sasha heard was not the sound of the victim's murder. Black Quill's claim that Orla pulled down the equipment to kill the victim will stand. If I want to save Orla, I have to find a contradiction, no matter how small. Very well, your cross-examination, please, Mr. Wright. Hearing the noise. I admit I heard Orla summoning me with a loud noise, but the aquarium guest scream I heard over the walkie-talkie was more urgent. Talked to Norma de Plume first and then went to the pool room with the security guard. Excuse me, I have a message to look at.
Hold it!
You and the security guard headed to the Orca pool room. You and the security guard headed to the Orca pool room. Yeah, apparently, that obnoxious writer lady said she didn't trust me by myself. That's why after talking to her, the guard and I went to the pool room together. Why be the bench so suspicious? Arr, I demand a swordfish duel. That's what I felt like saying to her anyway. I'm afraid I don't get it. That was a line from the show when Orla and Sasha quarreled with each other. Didn't you do your swashbuckler spectacular homework, Your Honor? Why am I getting scolded here, Mr. Wright? And why am I getting scolded here, Your Honor? Miss Buckler, please tell me what happened after you headed to the pool room. Yeah, that was a wash. Okay. When the guard and I got there, we saw that... the equipment was everywhere and the captain was lying in the middle of it all. What do you recall about this scene exactly? I don't remember much, to be honest. I was in total shock from seeing the captain like that. If you ask me something specific, I might be able to remember, though. Specific questions, huh? Okay, let's see. Ask about the things scattered around. Could you tell me more about the things that were scattered around? They were equipment and props for the new show. Yeah, it's the little pirate figure is something I've been wondering about, actually. The new show? Yeah, we were supposed to debut a brand new Swashbuckler Spectacular yesterday. We already defeated the giant octopus and Nose Stash after all. We were going to have a new nemesis, Red Stash. He's on the flyer. Oh, that's the flyer Rifle was distributing. Captain Orla has a new rival featuring the dashing Red Stash with a fluttering red scarf. Okay. But he has black hair, though. Who will obtain the gold coins hidden in the Skull Rock? Oh, I wish it could be me. Leave it to you, Athena, to know all about it. Okay. Orla's even got some new tricks for the new show. Swashbuckler flyer updated in the court record. So all the stuff that fell down was for the new show, is that it? That's right, a bunch of props and crates and other equipment stacked up. Your Honor, for the record, I'd like that information added to the witness's testimony. Very well, Miss Buckler, please append what you just said to your testimony. Sure thing. Okay. The props for the new show were everywhere. The captain was in the middle of it all.
Hold it!
These props for the new show, what kind of things were they? A blow-up dolphin and anchor, Red Stash's costume, the bag of coins, stuff like that. The captain was wearing his usual costume and the new props were all there. Wait a minute. Something about that doesn't seem right. Is there a problem with Sasha's testimony? Yes, there is. You said the captain was wearing his usual costume, but is that completely accurate? Come on, Phoenix, what are you nitpicking my testimony for? If we look at the body, we see that there is a discrepancy between that and your statement. You stated that the victim was wearing his usual costume, but you'll notice that the victim was wearing a red scarf around his neck. I imagine this red scarf is part of his costume for the new pirate show. Oh, you're right. It's written right here in the flyer for the new show. Featuring the dashing Red Stash with a fluttering red scarf. Although I have to say, it just looks like a red scarf was added to his old costume. Yeah, well, the captain was never one to spend much money on costumes. But you know, the captain wasn't wearing that red scarf. But in this photo, I believe I see a red scarf. Yeah, but it's not wrapped around his neck, it's just draped over on top of his neck. That red scarf was packed away with the rest of the new show's equipment. It must have fallen on top of the captain when the equipment fell down. Oh, I see. It looks like your discrepancy wasn't really a discrepancy after all, so the scarf doesn't have anything to do with the case? But there's something about the timing of the stuff falling that bothers me. Hold on. The timing of the stuff falling. The timing. Hey, RNG, how's it going? How are you today? I'm good, thank you very much. I do feel good. You're about to head to work? Well, I'm on night shift today, so I'm not just about to head to work. Later today. Later tonight. Timing. Whoops. Maybe my theory has been all wrong from the beginning. Never mind. Okay, hold on. My theory has been all wrong from the beginning. Maybe the bag of coins isn't the murder weapon. And so your last cross-examination ends in failure as well. You should know that such a feeble slash will never hurt me. As I said, the orca made the equipment fall and then toyed with the body in the water.
Objection!
Objection! Okay, excuse me. I'm sorry, Prosecutor Blackwell, but based on the circumstances at the scene, the defendant couldn't have dragged the body into the water after the equipment fell. And why, pray tell, is that? Oh, I'll tell you, alright. If my theory has been all wrong, then I'll just have to fix it. Please do tell the court. That indicates... Yeah, because the body was already out of the water before the things fell. And the scarf fell on him afterwards. And if he was dragged in the water, the scarf wouldn't have been on him. Is that it? Like this?
Take that!
This red scarf fell at the same time as the bag of coins. But if the body was dragged into the pool after the bag of coins fell, then the red scarf would still be on top of the body. What? In other words, the victim was already dead when the equipment came crashing down. Therefore, the bag of coins that fell with the red scarf was not the murder weapon.
Silence.
But it was the defense who claimed the bag of coins was the murder weapon to begin with. Well, yes, that's true, but even I can be wrong sometimes. Do you intend to abandon your original argument? After hearing the testimony, I realized my theory about the murder weapon was wrong. Please recall the facts we have learned so far. It's a fact that what Orla bit was the victim's dead body. After all, when we saw the victim on the security footage, he was already dead. But then Orla carried the victim's body to the side of the pool and knocked down the equipment for the new pirate show that was piled up there. Maybe Orla was trying to alert the humans to the victim's condition. If Orla knocked the items down on the victim after he was already dead, then it means the defendant didn't kill the victim with those items. But that's preposterous! Even still, your argument is lacking. If neither the orca's headbutting nor the bag of coins were the matter of death, then how do you propose the victim was killed? Ah! A very good point. If the defense is now abandoning its original theory, then we would need a new theory as to what the murder weapon was. Alright. I doubt I have no clue. Would go over well. Alright, let's go over what we still need to find out about the victim's body. What we don't know is how he died and why his body was at the bottom of the pool. I wonder if there's something that would explain both of these things at once. How did the victim's body sink to the bottom of the pool? On a diagram, it's easy enough to move the body to the bottom of the pool, but in real life, the water would just cause the body to float. Right. Hold on. Water? Okay. Then what if we flip that around? What if there was no water? Then the body would go right down in an instant. But where would the orca have been if there was no water? So could the real manner of death be... what, falling? Thanks for the great hint, Athena. What? I helped you and I didn't even know it? But the orca, though! Your Honor, I think we know the real manner of the victim's death. I think won't do, Mr. Wright. I expect a clear answer. Now then, what was the real manner of Jack Shipley's death? He dropped to the bottom of the pool when it was empty. Please take a look at this diagram of the orca pool. If there was no water in this pool, then it would be very easy to move the victim's body to the bottom of the pool. He would drop straight down. Oh my, could that be the true manner of death? The orca pool is about 65 feet deep. If the victim were to go from the top of the pool to the bottom when there was no water, then he would, without question, have fallen to his death. Death from a fall? Please excuse me. And that's your answer? It all makes perfect sense. If he fell, that would explain the signs of blunt force trauma all over the body, too. The culprit pushed the victim into the pool when there was no water in it. After doing something to keep the body from floating up, they filled the pool with water. The pool water washed away any signs of blood, so no one would realize that he fell. But where was the orca in the meantime, then? Surprisingly, that actually makes sense. Unless the orca is not all the time in that pool, and sometimes move to a different one. Order! Order in the court! I'm just as surprised as you are, but I must have order. If falling was the manner of death, then does that mean the defendant's behavior was the result of being manipulated by the true culprit, as the defense claimed? Yes, it would have to be. All that needs to be explained now is how the real culprit commanded Orla. Miss Buckler, is there a way to instruct Orla to bite someone? What? What kind of trick would that be? Of course not. Then could you tell us about the tricks Orla does know? Well, there's jumping, dancing, and playing volleyball. And she can spin, do the rock and roll trick, and sing the swashbuckler spectacular. Those sound like pretty nice tricks, but I doubt they're related to this case. She's also practicing 2 new top secret tricks. There's the human rocket, where she shoots somebody up into the air, and then there's the lifesaver trick, where she brings a drowning person to the surface. And you never thought to mention it? Well. Now, which of these two tricks sounds relevant to the case? A lifesaver trick? So in the lifesaver trick, Orla brings a drowning person to the surface, correct? You called it. Jeez. Orla's still learning how to hold someone gently in her mouth. So she sometimes bites into their clothes, but she's never hurt a person's skin. She brings a drowning person to the surface, then that must be it. And then the killer whale swam up toward the surface with the victim in its mouth. That matches up perfectly with what Ms. DePlume said in her testimony. The real culprit must have used the lifesaver trick command to manipulate Orla. I still find this very hard to believe. Then let's see it for ourselves. Let's have Orla show us her trick using a practice dummy. As you wish. The prosecution doesn't appear to have any objection. Miss Buckler, please proceed. Okay, sure. I'll show you Orla's phenomenal trick. Hey Marlon, are you ready over there? Okay, let me just go to the practice dummy. There, it's in the pool. Ready and standing by, Sasha. Here goes Orla's secret new trick, the lifesaver. The cloth got torn up a little, but the dummy doesn't have any new marks on it. Tweet, 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 tweet. And there you have it, Orla's secret new trick. Wow, that orca is really something. A cute thing like that wouldn't hurt anybody. Sounds like the gallery loved Orla's performance. That was great. That was awesome. That awesome trick captured everybody's heart. Ho ho ho, wonderful. I wish I could see more. The feather wasn't in his mouth for a fraction of a second. It loaded in after. Looks like we silenced Prosecutor Blackquill. Oh, pardon me. Thank you, Orla and Miss Buckler, and thank you too, Mr. Rhymes. And so now you can clearly see how Orla was manipulated. The bottom of the orca pool needs to be examined immediately. We might still find some evidence of the victim falling to his death. Prosecutor Blackquill, please have that taken care of at once. Excuse me, Prosecutor Blackquill, but I am requesting further investigation. Prosecutor Blackquill, you have to answer the nice judge politely. Oh, that's right, I almost forgot. The thing you asked for just came in. And you couldn't be bothered to think of a less violent way to deliver it. What did Prosecutor Blackquill ask for? What, the autopsy report? It looks like one. I'm waiting for this. Oh, and what is that? An updated autopsy report. What? Why did it have to come now? During the recess, I ordered the body to be re-examined. Something started nagging at me during the course of the trial, you see. Here. I take it you'd like me to read it? Very well. Cause of death. Thought to be from 65-foot fall. Shipley's autopsy report updated in the court record, but that just confirms what we've been saying all along. But this is decisive evidence that substantiates Mr. Wright's theory. What? It's something good for a change? That seems almost too easy. If the matter of death was falling into an empty pool, the orca can't be responsible. It seems Orla's complete innocence has been proven. I suppose I can't deny that. Yeah, Alice Cooper. This is fantastic. You did it, Mr. Wright. Prosecutor Blackquill isn't even trying to refute it. Orla is saved. Yeah. Is it really safe to celebrate? It would appear more investigation into this case is necessary, but first allow me to render my verdict. The court finds the defendant, Orla Shipley, not guilty. Something tells me someone else will be indicted. You did it. Thank you so much, Phoenix. Thank you, Athena. Orla and Marlon, thank you too. Congrats, Sasha. Time to celebrate. Go on, eat up. Hehe, glad to see everybody so happy, and I'm absolutely thrilled about the verdict. Uh-oh. Thank you, Wright, Dono. Huh? For what? The drained pool. Thanks to you, the truth is finally clear. Fulbright. Arrest this woman. Uh-oh. Certainly, right away, Prosecutor Blackwell. Sasha Buckler, you are hereby under arrest for the murder of Jack Shipley. What? What are you talking about? What reason could you possibly have? Come now, you must have had some idea in the back of your dull little minds. Well, if it's not the Orca, someone else had to have done it, but who? The true culprit manipulated the Orca in order to have false charges brought upon her. And who is the only one with the ability to accomplish that? It can only be the Orca's trainer. But I'm sure there's some other explanation.
Silence.
I don't need any of your baseless counter-arguments. Have you forgotten? In order to enter the Orca pool room, a security card is necessary. A security card that only the victim and Sasha Buckler possessed. Miss Buckler is the only one who could have caused the victim to fall to his death. Ah! What? No, I don't believe it. Miss Buckler was so upset by Mr. Shipley's death, she couldn't have done it. Fulbright. We asked the security company yesterday to check their security card locks. Their report just came in during the recess. The night before the incident, Sasha Buckler used her card to enter the Orca pool room. After that, not a single person entered the pool room. Not until the incident was discovered, when Miss Buckler and the guard ran in. Objection! But no one would commit murder where their card usage was being recorded. Apparently, the aquarium employees don't know that their card usage is tracked. What's more, Miss Buckler was seen arguing with the victim before the incident. So, Miss Trainer, what were you arguing about? It was a private matter. But it wasn't anything I would kill him over. That's ridiculous. Miss Buckler is the only one who entered the room, and she knows how to command Orla. Besides, I thought her suspicious from the very beginning. You suspected Miss Buckler from the start? The Orca did tricks because someone commanded her to do so. Possibly someone with a heart so black as to make her own partner the murder weapon. The possibility the Orca killed the victim. The possibility a human manipulated the Orca. I looked into both. So I suspected both Sasha and Orla all along. My gratitude to you, after all. You were the one who drew out that information about the lifesaver trick. The Orca you saved was an unwitting victim. Victim made to look like the weapon that killed Jack Shipley. Ugh, no! Alright, come along then, let's have a good long talk. Wait, I didn't kill the captain, and I would never try to frame Orla. Why would I hurt the ones I love like that? Sasha, Phoenix, Athena, you gotta believe me, So this case is just about, like, 2 cases in one, I suppose. Sasha didn't kill him, I believe that with all my heart. There's gotta be something we can do. I feel the same way. Could I have done something differently? But never in my wildest dreams did I imagine things turning out like this. It would appear that this case has taken on an entirely new aspect. But this trial is only concerned with the ruling of the defendant. On the defendant. Aura. Is it Aura or Orla? Jeez, make up your mind. How is it spelled? I know, it's Aura. Ah, no, okay, both are valid. Okay, my mistake. I failed to notice that she had two names. Two spellings. So I'm afraid this concludes today's trial. Court is adjourned. Wright anything agency. That was a big sigh, Athena. Did you lose the case? No, we won. The defendant was found not guilty. Then why are you so dejected? Daddy, were you being mean to her? What? Picking on the new kid? Not cool, Mr. Wright. Not cool. Wait a minute, talk about false accusations. We were able to prove the defendant's innocence. But then Sasha got arrested instead. So that's what happened. That's too bad. So what are you two going to do now? We're going to get to the bottom of this. I don't believe for a second that Sasha did what they are accusing her of. I believe the batteries of my keyboard must be really far gone. Might want to see if I have some spares. I believe I may have a few pairs of charged ones. I'll go look for them. I thought I did, but I didn't. My mistake. I don't believe it either. I won't give up. Oops. Okay, excuse me. Boss, let's go see Sasha and tell her we want to represent her. Right now, I imagine she's still being questioned by the police. Let's get started on the investigation first and look for proof of her innocence. Sounds like a plan. Just leave the office to me and Polly, Daddy. If there is anything I can do to help, just say the word. Thanks. If you could organize the evidence and clean the office, that'd be great. I meant anything I could do as a lawyer. Unnecessary evidence given to Apollo. Okay, good. That takes care of that. Time to head to the scene of the crime. Poor Apollo. July 21st. Ship Aquarium, Orca Pool. Huh? There's no water in the pool. Orla, where are you? Tweet. Can hear her at the bottom of the pool. Maybe there's some water down there. Wait, what? Orla sounds so sad. Maybe she misses Sasha. Why would the orca be in an empty pool? It needs water to survive. Careful there, you shouldn't get right up to the edge like that. You don't want to end up like the victim. Besides, the police are still conducting their investigation here. Don't go poking around. Detective Fulbright. Grr. Something wrong, Miss Lawyer. You look angry. I object to you arresting Miss Buckler. Detective, I'd like to ask you some questions about the case if you don't mind. Go right ahead. Why arrest Buckler? Because Black Quill said so? What kind of weird question is that? Okay, she's 100% innocent. I understand your desire to believe in her, but the fact remains that she is suspicious. Right now, there are investigators on the scene, so you can come in as you please. But ordinarily, a security card is required to enter this Orca pool room. The victim and Sasha Buckler were the only ones who possessed this card. And yesterday, the day of the incident, there's proof the suspect's card was used. Security card added to the court record, okay? Objection! Somebody else could have used Miss Buckler's card. Oh my, I guess that would be one possible explanation. Yeah, but you're not gonna just believe it, right? Hehe, didn't I sound just like a lawyer right there? Yeah, would kinda be in trouble if you didn't. She said she was here from 3 to 6 a.m. on July 20th. Apparently she was giving the Orca pool room a good cleaning. Cleaning in the middle of the night? Yes, she said that a lot of the heavy-duty cleaning is done at night. The suspect also admits that she was fighting with the owner before his murder. What's more, nobody saw the victim again after he met with the suspect. Objection, there must be something I can object to in there somewhere. Save your objections for tomorrow's trial. By the way, Detective Fulbright, do you think Miss Buckler's questioning is over? No, not yet. But I told the guy in charge to take it easy on her. Why? Is something wrong? Oops! Forget I said anything, it doesn't concern you two anyway. But it does concern us. We intend to represent Miss Buckler. What? You do? In that case, I have a favor to ask. Could you get this medicine to her? Medicine. Looks like a prescription from Hickfield Clinic. Oh, yeah. Yeah, true. That might have been in Apollo Justice, actually, in that game. I spent some time at that hospital myself, he says, yeah. We've confiscated it from her home when we were doing a search. I can't get away here, so if you could make sure she gets it, that would be great. Okay. Medicine, huh? Does Miss Buckler have some illness? I think that's the kind of question you'd better ask her. In justice we trust, now I need to get back to the investigation. Prescription bag added to the court record, alright. We can give it to her as soon as they let us talk to her, and we have to return our calendar to her as well. If we can't see Sasha or investigate, we should question people at the aquarium. Can't believe it. Just when we prove all our innocence, Sasha gets arrested. I'll never forgive that prosecutor Blackwell and Detective Fulbright. This stress on my heart is just too much. Poor Athena, she's really upset. We'd better do some more investigating if we want to save Sasha. Let's check the Orca pool room again and question everybody involved. Gee, Mr. Wright, you sure know how to stay calm in a crisis. I can top that. Look how calm I can be. Yes, the very definition of calm, I'd say. Good for you. Now let's get back to the investigation. I had a thought. How about if I try getting on Taka's good side? Then maybe he wouldn't attack when that awful prosecutor Blackwell told him to. Not sure it's that simple, but anyway, how are you going to get on his good side? What if I made myself smell like meat, he'd start to like me? The way to a bird's heart is through his nose, right? I'd rather you didn't smell like meat while you were standing next to me at the bench. Huh? That door is open. It was closed yesterday. Well, you know what we have to do, right? Of course, boss. We sneak in and check it out. Hey, you two. Who barges into a person's lab without permission? Eek, we're sorry. My apologies, sir. She insisted. Don't throw me under the bus, Mr. Wright. The polite thing to do is knock and ask if you can come in. Now start over. Yes, sir. Knock, knock. Come in. Thank you. Sorry to bother you. Now, what can I do for you? Medical problems? Well, yes, I'm not feeling super good at the moment. We're not making any progress on this murder investigation, and... Hey, miss, where is the patient? Don't you have your pet with you? Oh, wait a minute. That was my last job. This is the aquarium. I was exhausted from all that questioning. I must have fallen asleep. What's with this guy? My apologies, I just woke up and I was a little groggy. I'm Dr. Herman Crab. I'm Ship Aquarium's resident veterinarian. Oh, you're the Dr. Crab Mr. Rhymes mentioned yesterday. And Rhymes also mentioned he hadn't seen Dr. Crab around. I wonder where he was. Son of a gun. This little thing doesn't let me get any sleep. Beep, 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 beep. Oh, what a cute little thing. Who is it? A penguin chick. A member of the little penguin species. She lives in my hair. I hadn't noticed the little penguin coming out of his hair. Oh, you're so lucky. I wish I had a pet to live in my hair. Athena, no pets allowed in my office. Oh, you're no fun. If you two don't have any particular business with me, please leave. I have to get ready to make my rounds. Back in you go, my little one. Ah, yeah, okay. And there it goes. Okay. Wait, we'd like to ask you a few questions to save Miss Buckler. Hold on. Don't tell me you're the curious bear who defended Orla. That's right. Please let us ask you a little about the case. Okay. Dr. Crab, were you gone from the aquarium yesterday? That's right. I had some minor business at the Supermarine Aquarium. Supermarine? That's a funny name for an aquarium. The Supermarine Aquarium is the nation's biggest dolphin therapy treatment center. I go there myself. I'm friends with their dolphins. You and Apollo were talking about animal-assisted therapy yesterday, weren't you? I go to the Supermarine once a month, but I live here, of course. You live here at the aquarium? That's right. I have a sleeping bag here, and sometimes I use the nap room. I'm responsible for the health and well-being of all the marine creatures here. If any of them have a sudden medical emergency, I'll be here to help them. Wow, you're kind of rough around the edges, Dr. Crab, but you care about your work. Hey, buddy, is this young lady trying to pick a fight with me? I apologize for her, sir. She tends to be too honest. Well, you're no paragon of politeness either, apparently. Penguin chick. Can we see the penguin chick again? Stop. Don't come any closer. Beep. Ow. I'm sorry she attacked you. She doesn't like anyone but me, I'm afraid. I was the first one she saw when she hatched, so she thinks I'm a parent. She targets people from my hair, so please be careful. She's just a little sniper, isn't she? Exactly, that's why I named her a sniper. Her mother's name is Rifle. Okay. Isn't Rifle a little bit jealous that you took her chick? Sniper and Rifle, huh? What a dangerous sounding mother and daughter. So this is Rifle's daughter. Which means both mother and daughter now hate me. Little penguins are generally belligerent little creatures. It's hard to get them to warm up. But they're nocturnal. So you might be able to touch them during the day. You and Sniper get along well, don't you? Just like Sasha and Orla. But unlike Sniper and me, the two of them seem to truly understand one another. This one keeps me awake every night. Look! Looks like I won't sleep until she leaves the nest. Must be rough for him. But it's pretty cute to watch for us. About the murder. Can you tell me anything about Jack Shipley's murder? I still can't believe Jack is gone. He's the one who brought me on board. How could he up and die on me? Did you and Mr. Shipley get along? He loved all animals and fish, but I'm not like that. But I still took pride in my work as a vet nonetheless. We got along well enough as business associates. And it's thanks to him my laboratory is what it is today. It is a pretty amazing laboratory. You have discerning taste, I see. I could tell you more about my lab if you'd like. This place is just filled with electronics. What are those monitors for? Essentially, they are digital medical records for all the creatures here. I can also view the feed from the visitor's corridor security camera here. That way I can see that silly mother penguin when she tries to escape. So you were the one who gave the security footage to the police. No, I wasn't here yesterday, but I did give my permission for them to take it. And I gave them a statement about Jack and Sasha arguing. Oh, so you were the one who witnessed it. That's right, it was late in the evening of the 19th, maybe about midnight. I saw them fighting near the aqua tunnel. I don't know what their argument was about, though. Are you sure you should be talking to us about this? I'm not taking sides. I'll give the information to anyone who wants it. What you do with that information at Sasha's trial is up to you. Wow, you're kind of rough around the edges, Dr. Crab, but you're a pretty nice guy. You are trying to pick a fight, aren't you, young lady? Oh, isn't that cute? He's easily embarrassed. Beep, 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 beep. Huh? Son of a gun, are you hungry again already? And that silly mother penguin is nowhere to be found again. Would you quit peeping in my ear? According to her walkie-talkie, Rifle is somewhere around the aqua tunnel. If you see her, could you bring her to me? I have to examine some other creatures. No sweat, and this time I'll get her to like me too. Rifle has escaped again? What is she, the Houdini of the penguin world? There's no guarantee we'll find her right away, but let's head for the aqua tunnel. Ship-shape aquarium. Aqua tunnel. Arr! It's you two, the blue and yellow duo. I'm very angry about what you did this morning. Uh-oh, we ran into the sea lion before a penguin. I write the truth, and I will find the truth with my own eyes. I won't be bested by the likes of the blue and yellow duo. When did we become the blue and yellow duo? Athena will never give up. In that case, I'll leave the questioning to you, Athena. Thanks a lot, Widget. Well, at least she's a worthy adversary. Okay, let's do this. You'll do great. You know, being the boss isn't half bad. Have you been gathering material about last year's incident ever since? That is correct. An acquaintance of the victim asked me to look into it, you see. An acquaintance of the victim? I refuse to divulge any information about my clients. The aquarium is saying it was an accident, but I don't believe that's the truth. It seems to me they're all hiding something, every last one of them. The only thing I can think is that the killer whale murdered that poor girl. But you don't even know if that's true or not. That's enough out of you, Yellow Girl. As I said, I'm still investigating the matter. Once I learn the truth, I plan to write a sequel to this book. She's completely taken with her investigation. I came to make a report on the anniversary of the previous trainer's death, only to find the aquarium owner murdered. I was deeply shocked. So this incident happened on the exact same date as the last one? It can't be a coincidence. Anyway, we'd better ask Mr. Plume about today's trial. So you heard Orla singing, and that's when you realized something was happening? Correct. Oh, it's all so galling. I still can't believe the culprit used me, Norma de Plume. In any case, I swear that Killer Whale's song brings misfortune, but first last year, now again. A fun song like that? How could it bring misfortune to anyone? You think that barbaric song is fun? I'll never understand the taste of children. I don't remember that swashbuckler spectacular song being all that barbaric. Well, if you don't remember it, I will gladly sing it for you. Okay. Whoa.
Avast, mateys, landlubbers ho, hand o'er all your gold. Pillage, plunder, then feast like kings. Them's the joys of piracy.
That was kind of funny. That's how it goes. Now, what is fun about those lyrics, pray tell? She seems to be enjoying it well enough. Wait a minute, that isn't the Swashbuckler Spectacular song. This is the song from the Swashbuckler Spectacular, okay?
Oh, we pirates, we love to sail the seven seas. Just a bunch of scallywags who are as free can be. We swim through storms and waves, all because you see grand treasure and adventures waiting just for me.
Why is it different? What was that? I've never heard that song before. Did she used to be the one running the show? And she took her revenge and she killed the Captain Jack Shipley? Maybe he's her ex-husband or something. What? It's the song they use in the Swashbuckler Spectacular. We be pirates, we love to sail the seven seas. Just a bunch of scallywags who are as free can be. We swim through storms and waves, all because, you see, grand treasure and adventures waiting just for me. But that can't be, it's completely different from the song a year ago. Avast, mateys, landlubbers, ho, hand over all your gold. Pillage, plunder, then feast like kings, them's the joys of pirating. Unless you show me some proof, I won't believe your song is right. Grr, she's so stubborn. What if it's proof she wants? It's proof she'll get of the Swashbuckler Spectacular song. The tape we have, no? We have it, don't we? No, that's not it. Yeah, there we go. That's the one. This recording contains the Swashbuckler Spectacular song. In it, you can see Miss Buckler and Orla singing together. But I've never heard this song before. Huh? But they always sing this song during the Swashbuckler Spectacular. Well, I haven't seen the show recently. A year ago they used the song that I sang to you. I'd recognize it anywhere. Perhaps that Killer Whale can sing 2 songs? According to Miss Buckler, Orla only knows 1 song. Then what was that song that I heard? We wish we knew. The orca sang a song she isn't supposed to know how to sing? Question mark. Okay. It's obvious I have a lot more investigating to do on Ship Aquarium, and perhaps I'd better look into the Center for Dangerous Animal Control as well. The Center for Dangerous Animal Control? What's that? Can you tell us about the Center for Dangerous Animal Control? Just as the name implies, it's an organization that monitors dangerous animals. The center demanded that the aquarium put the killer whale down a year ago. Put her down? But the aquarium owner refused their demand, saying it was an accidental death. But I hardly think a persistent organization like that would just give up and go away. I'm quite sure the power of money helped convince them. What makes you think that? Once a month, the owner and the vet disappear from this aquarium. And I came to find out that each time a large amount of money was being paid out. Oh, and you think the money was going to the Center for Dangerous Animal Control? I'm looking into it now. You'll have to wait until my book comes out to see. In any case, I can't catch that man out on anything. But that veterinarian is not to be trusted, Dr. Herman Crab. There's still so much we don't know about him. Well, I don't see Rifle here. What do you want to do next? I think we'd better stop by the office and discuss a plan of action. Stop by the office, he said. Was that machine there before? The one that seems to be for serving tea. Magic panties! Ta-da! Wow, you pulled Mr. Nick's cell phone from your magic panties. That's amazing! Hehe, that's all for Trucy's magic show. Come back and see me next time. Great job, Trucy. You never failed to impress. I have no idea how you did that either. We're back. Oh, Pearls. Stopping by for a visit? Hehe, hello, Mr. Nick. Are you missing something? Thanks. From out of the old magic panties, huh? How is the investigation going, Mr. Wright? The investigation. We don't have much time, but we didn't get a chance to check out the crime scene yet. I see. Oh, speaking of checking out the crime scene, Daddy, you should bring your forensics kit with you. Fingerprint powder to check for prints and luminol testing fluid to look for blood. Wow, Trucy, I didn't know you had stuff like that, too. Hehe, I got them from a detective friend of mine. Who is that? Mr. Nick, I'd like to help you with your investigation. Can I borrow your forensicing kit? I feel bad making you work when you're supposed to be here having fun. I don't mind, and I'd like to see Rifle again, too. If you have anything for me to do, I'd like to help, too. You can clean the toilet if you like. Yeah? Thanks. I'll be sure to ask you if anything comes up then. Well, I'll be right here, hanging around watering Charlie if you think of anything. Haha, you appreciate that, Apollo. I got some good kids here. Alright, team, let's do our best. I have faith we can save Sasha all together. Sure feels nice to be part of a great group like this. I just want to say that I really love working here with all of you fabulous people. Thank you for bringing me aboard, boss. Same here, Athena. She's so earnest. She's making me blush. Okay, let's all run over to the aquarium. I hope I can be of some use with the forensicing kit. Hey, wait up, you two. They left without me. July 21st, Ship-Shape Aquarium, Orca Pool. In justice we trust. Good timing. We're done with the crime scene for now. And we're just about to examine the show stage. Marlon Rhymes helped with the cleaning, so we've got to go talk with him. Thought he'd be more tight-lipped than this, but hey. You're welcome to look around here now if you'd like. Thank you, I think we'll do just that. Oh, by the way, if you want to examine the bottom of the pool, I recommend using that hoist over by the ladder to get down there. That train-like thing hanging from the ceiling, right? Got it. Just stand on the ladder platform and the police guard will operate it for you. Thanks. Why couldn't the pool be less deep? Well, good luck to us both. In justice we trust. Now that Detective Fulbright's gone, we can do anything we want here. The guard is still here, so keep your voice down when you say stuff like that, Athena. Ba-bum, ba-bum, ba-bum. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Octopus. One of the giant octopus's legs has been broken off. Orla's spikes sure can do a lot of damage. Mr. Shipley must have been really strong to be able to return those hits. I'm pretty amazing myself when it comes to strength. I run every day and I go mountain climbing too. I bet I could return Orla's spike. Well, I'll be able to someday anyway. Do you really have to turn every little thing into a competition? So Orla pulled this pirate flag and made the stuff fall down, huh? Hey, doesn't this pirate flag look like a transport stretcher to you? And judging by the size, it's probably for Orla. Hey, you're right. There are holes for her flippers, too. But that pirate flag design, Mr. Shipley sure was into the whole pirate thing. We need to get serious about the whole lawyer thing, too. We can't let Prosecutor Blackwell outdo us. Looks like the water was drained for the police investigation. It seems kind of sad somehow without the water. And something that was there before is suddenly gone and has a psychological effect. Like, for example, if all the magic props in the office were suddenly put away neatly. I don't think that's ever gonna happen as long as Trucy continues to practice magic. Well, she might not always be interested in magic, you know. She's at the age when young women start to worry about their future. The same thing happened to me and I ended up becoming a lawyer. I'm pretty sure Trucy will always be interested in magic. Somehow. How old is Trucy at this point, by the way? She's younger than Pearls? Oh. Okay. "57. He's the only one who's kind of old. And even then, not that old, I guess. No, okay. I guess this guy is 40. Because all the others are barely over 30. Let's use the hoist to go down to the bottom of the pool. Oh, poor Orla. She barely has any water to be in. I feel bad for the thing. Wow, look at all that treasure. Those jewels and that crown are huge. They sure are. I guess everything is size large around here. No, everything is size Orla. Stand corrected. A map, a compass, and a spooky skull-shaped rock. Orla's room is filled with pirate pizzass. But that skull rock seems out of place. It doesn't go with the other things. Yeah, it does seem pretty weird to have a big skull rock near your next to your desk. Maybe Sasha wasn't finished arranging the set. When it comes to Orla, Sasha doesn't seem like the type to leave something half done. Her state of mind when she put it there, that could be the key to this mystery, and I bet it's a mystery I can solve. Never mind that mystery, let's get back to the investigation. This? They called this the captain's cabin on TV. Every night, by the light of the lantern, Orla pores over her treasures. Sounds more like a miserly housewife going over the family finances. Hold on, because I'm in front of the thing. Okay, never mind. This must be Orla's bedroom. There's even a sofa and everything. Orla, congratulations on your not guilty verdict, but we have bad news. Now Sasha has been arrested instead. Sweet! Orla seems sad. Yeah, like Orla understands or something. I'm sure she is. I can sense the sadness filling her heart. Don't worry, Orla. We'll save Sasha. Wait. I think Orla is wishing us good luck. Orla really seems to understand what we're saying. She can't understand all words, but I bet she can understand all hearts. Is this a good time to get started, Mr. Nick? Huh? Start with what? This is the crime scene, right? So this should be the perfect place to start forensicing. She wants to use the forensics kit so badly, she's practically beaming. Okay, let's do it. Forensicing it is. Hooray, I get to help. Alright, we'll need these. What's with the glasses, Mr. Wright? They belonged to, what's her name from the... she was in Apollo Justice, and she was in that extra case that they made for the DS version of the first game. It's not like they're a fashion statement, we need them to see if there's any blood. Alright, Pearls. You spray the luminol wherever I need it, okay? Got it, Mr. Nick. I won't miss an inch. Yeah, but too much can destroy the evidence, though. So, go easy. Got your glasses on, everybody? Good. Now go now to check out the bottom of the pool. Oh no! I'm so sorry, I got some on Orla by mistake. Calm down, Pearly. It's okay. Look! There are luminol reactions on Orla too. The poor thing was bleeding yesterday. The luminol must be showing her injuries. But wait a minute. Mr. Bloom said the blood disappeared when Orla put on the hat. Huh, so shouldn't her injuries be under her hat? If this blood isn't from Orla's injuries, then what could it be? Yeah, spray it in the water, where it's completely pointless. The drain? The drain? No. The lantern? Little table? Treasure? Treasure? No. Compass? Map? The skull? Look, I see something. If your deductions are correct, boss, I guess this luminol reaction means that the victim hit this skull-shaped rock when he fell to his death. Yeah, that might explain it. Wait a minute. What is that? There's something I need to check before I send out that tweet. Who did the physical release of this? Okay, excuse me. Yeah, the victim hit this skull-shaped rock when he fell to his death. What's happening? Like this. I guess so. There's a blood stain on the rock. The victim may have struck it when he fell to his death. I guess that's about it for inside the pool. Then let me just get a quick photo to remember the occasion by. It's not every day we get to see the bottom of an aquarium pool. That might be an important piece of evidence later, I guess. That's a good shot. I'll mark where the liminal reactions were. Yay, my first collaborative work with Pearly. Pool bottom photo added to the court record. Huh? I hear something. Orla? Boss, something's wrong with Orla. What? You're right. She's listless, and she's sinking. Oh no, maybe it's because of that luminol I got on her. What do we do, Mr. Nick? We can't do anything for her ourselves. Let's get Dr. Crab. Yeah, because he has crabs. Ha, ha. I'll run and get him. Doctor, please come back. What's Orla's condition? She's listless and sinking. Maybe she's unconscious. The pool is drained. Son of a gun, who did this? She'll drown unless we do something. Drown? Here, give me a hand. Huh? Us? No, I meant the Steel Samurai. Of course you! Just help me! What? Alright. What do you want us to do? There's no time to fill the pool to get her up to the top. Get the orca stretcher. It's a piece of black cloth with a skull and crossbones on it. Looks like a pirate flag. When the stretcher is ready, press the hoist button. Okay, we're on it. Hurry up! No time for chit-chat. Get going on that stretcher. Both Orla's right and left brain hemispheres are completely asleep now. She'll drown if we don't do something. What does the stretcher look like again? It's a piece of black cloth with a skull and crossbones on it. Looks like a pirate flag. Yeah. Okay. I get it. So this pirate flag is a stretcher for the orca, huh? We can't use it with all this stuff on it. Let's clear it off. How much longer is this section of the game, by the way? Yeah, okay, yeah, it's still quite long. Now push the hoist button and lower the stretcher. The control panel is on the wall to your right. Where is it? Ah, this one? You know what? I think I've never seen this angle. Ah, no, maybe I have actually. Ah, this must be the button to move the hoist. Dr. Crab, the stretcher is ready. Good, let's get it under Orla. I'll take it from here. Stand back. I have to treat her immediately. There's something in her stomach. There, I got it all out. Will Orla be alright, Dr. Crab? Yes, she'll be fine. She's just sleeping now. Orcas are mammals, so they won't die if they're out of the water for a little while. But their own weight puts stress on their organs and their skin starts to dry out. I put some of my special handmade cream on her skin as an emergency measure. Feel better soon, Orla. Oh, if only I hadn't gotten that luminol on her. Luminol? Nah, no problem there. That stuff just washes right off. Orla's condition has nothing to do with you, young lady. Really? Then what is wrong with Orla? I don't need to share that information with you people. It's none of your business. I have to get back to my rounds, so I'll leave the rest of to the crew. Please keep an eye on Orla while I rouse up some crew members. Okay. Dr. Crab sure is acting funny. He seems to be hiding something. Maybe we should check on Orla's condition before the staff gets here. Is that what was in her stomach? We should check out the contents of Orla's stomach. There's a pill in there. Yeah. 3ZS. Yeah, I see something mixed in with the fish. It looks like a medicine capsule. There's something written on it. I think it says 3 Z's. 3 Z's? That's to put her to sleep, right? The 3 Z's. What would be doing in Orla's stomach? Mysterious capsule added to the court record. I mean, if it's for catching Z's, it's for sleeping. Okay. I'll get some coffee. I'll be right back, and maybe something to snack on as well. Okay. I wonder what kind of medicine it is. Let's ask Dr. Crab. It might have something to do with Orla's condition. Maybe we'd better not ask. He must have noticed it himself, yet he didn't mention it. I think he's hiding something about Orla's condition. Who should we ask then? We need info. If we show him the capsule, he might try to take it away from us. Yeah, I guess he was acting pretty sketchy. Okay, let's look into it ourselves then. Good idea. When we get back to the office, we can ask for Apollo's help. I guess that wraps up our investigation here. Orla still isn't fully awake yet. Oh, here comes some staff. Looks like they're going to put Orla back into the pool. Fill it back up for the poor thing, so it has space to move at least. And I guess they're going to fill the pool back up. I bet that will take a while. I guess we can leave Orla in the staff's capable hands now. Right, so where to now? Let's head to the show stage next. If we're lucky, the police will be done with the place. We're starting to get quite a bit of evidence. I still can't figure out who the culprit is, though. Maybe we should look for information in other places besides the crime scene. Investigating is key, but questioning people is vital too. I know, let's make it a competition to see which of us can find the best evidence. The loser buys the winner a glass of OJ. OJ. Alright, fine, whatever. Why are the Swashbuckler Spectacular songs Mr. Plume and I know different? I get the feeling it has something to do with this case. Why would there be 2 songs? It must mean something. I hate it when I don't know the answer. I'm going to go for a little run to let off steam. Athena, wait! Better not. You might forget what made you want to let off steam in the first place. Okay. Bubble Danger. Show stage. Okay. The guy on his raft. So this is where they hold the Swashbuckler Spectacular, huh? Looks like the police are done with their work here. Hey, it's you lawyers. How could you let Sasha get arrested? Didn't I ask you to take care of her? We're sorry we couldn't prevent her from getting arrested, but as our lawyers, we'll do everything we can for her. Sorry, I got upset. If there's anything I can do to help Sasha, just say the word. Hee hee. Marlon, you can trust in Mr. Nick. I'm going to do what I can too with this forensicing kit. I'm going to cover this whole area with forensic ink. That a girl, small fry. You can have free reign of this place. I want to check this place out, but I better talk to Mr. Rhyme too. Helping with cleaning. I hear you help Sasha with the cleaning, Mr. Rhymes. Well, not really helped. I was just taking care of the orca here while she cleaned. Sasha felt bad for making Orla stay up so late, so she asked me to give her a snack. It was a little bit less than her ordinary meals, but she seemed satisfied. Oh yeah, and I put Orla on the transport stretcher too. Transport stretcher? See that hoist there up there on the right? The stretcher can be suspended from it. The stage show is right next to the orca pool room, and we use the hoist to move the orca or cargo between the 2 areas. So the rail we saw in the orca pool room runs all the way here, huh? Why, did you want to take a ride? Aerial investigation, huh? Sounds good to me. No, that's okay. I like my investigations on sweet terra firma. Actually, the hoist can only be operated from the orca pool room. Oh, that's right. I remember seeing the hoist control panel in there. So I'm sorry, but I can't give you a ride without somebody on the other end. No need to be sorry. Phew, dodged that bullet. If it wasn't Miss Buckler or Orla, who else could have killed Mr. Shipley? Well, I know Sasha is innocent, but I'm not so sure about the orca. What? But we proved her innocence in court this morning. But a few days ago, that orca attacked Sasha right here in the show pool. I saw that orca take Sasha's body into her mouth and squeeze her chest. Her chest. They were probably practicing the lifesaver trick. But Sasha was being crushed so bad she couldn't even blow the whistle. I wanted to help her right away, but I hate to admit it, but I froze. I'm a weak man. I can't protect anyone. I doubt there are many people who would pit themselves against an orca. Everybody tried to talk her out of it, but she wouldn't give up on practicing. When we said orca could kill her, she said she trusted Orla. Yeah, well, everybody else seems to think Orla is a killer. How can you trust a creature that can't speak? You can't even know what it's thinking. But with orcas and dolphins, you can have communication of the heart. Are you sure this guy is okay? Eek, there's a skeleton adrift. It's just a prop. Yeah, there we go. I didn't know that was exactly word for word what she was about to say, but it seemed pretty obvious. Were you really scared? A little bit. By your screaming. Is the skeleton an enemy defeated by Orla's pirates? No, he's an informant named the Skeleton Kid. A dashing, spirited character, neither friend nor foe. So you're saying he's alive in the show? Like Murray, the skeleton head. I am Murray! I came back from the depths of hell. This colorful sign, did Miss Bucker make it? Wow, how did you know? Yeah, that sign is for the new show. Before she went to clean, she painted it and then left it to dry. She told me to keep an eye on it while I was taking care of the orca. Isn't that the Skull Rock there on the right? Mr. Rhymes, is the Skull Rock a part of the set for the new show? Yeah, I guess so. If they were going to use it in the show, what's it doing in the orca pool? Skull Rock updated in the court record, okay? The sign is so eye-catching with all those twinkling stars. I think they're supposed to be starfish. It's for the pirate show after all. A few of them look more like leaves to me. Sasha put so much effort into making this sign for the new show. No wonder she was mad about what happened. Huh? I wonder what he's talking about. I better ask. Is that the fight that she had with the victim? Okay, let's finish looking around, I guess, before going back to the conversation with the dude. This galleon was in the Swashbuckler Spectacular too, wasn't it? Look at that cute figurehead. It looks just like Orla. It is cute, but it looks like it's also a cannon. The enemy lets their guard down and then blam, very piratey, don't you think? I thought Orla and Sasha were supposed to be the good guys. We should do the same thing in court. Lure him in and then blam, present evidence. I don't think the judge would appreciate any blamming in his court. Nothing special here. Okay. We saw the same device in the orca pool room too, huh? Yeah, we used it to lift Orla when she was on the stretcher. In the show, Sasha makes her grand entrance by hanging from this thing. Oh, we should think of a cool grand entrance for us too. I've always wanted to burst into the middle of somebody else's trial with a loud bang. I've always wanted to crash in through the ceiling. I bet that would really knock the socks off the judge in the gallery. Just what exactly was this girl learning while she was in Europe? Well, that seems to be everything. No, or the water itself. Look at this pool, it's huge. So this is where they do the Swashbuckler Spectacular. The show pool is the same depth as the orca pool. They practice the tricks in the orca pool and then do the real show here. Are you interested in the Swashbuckler Spectacular? If you ask her, yes. Oh, of course. I've only seen it on TV, though. Well, I'm new here, so I've never even seen it once. I don't know, you look pretty shifty. Dina is a big fan. She watches the recording over and over. I love the show in the ocean. Standing here makes me feel like I'm at the beach. Especially with it open to the sky, you can even hear the sound of the surf nearby. Why don't you take a dip in the pool? Really, I can't? In that case, what are you talking about? You can't swim here? We're just joking. Right. Of course, I was just joking too. Don't tell me she was actually going to do it. We've examined pretty much everything here, but... The news show. You say Miss Bucker was mad? Was it because of the news show? Me and my big mouth. Okay, but you never heard it from me. There was a rumor that the captain wasn't gonna let Sasha be in the news show. What? But why not? I don't know, it was just a rumor. I don't know if it was true. So Mr. Shipley was going to do the show all by himself? I can't even imagine the show without Miss Bucker. It would be like, where's the beef? Is she trying to say it would be like bones without any meat on them? Sasha wanted to go back to the old Swashbuckler Spectacular. But now that the captain's gone, who knows what's gonna happen with the show. Mr. Nick, I found some peculiar fingerprints. Pearls, I almost forgot she's been forensicking for me all this time. Oh, who's that? Uh-oh. Prosecutor Blackwell, what are you doing here out of your cell? Just some business to attend to. Prosecutor Blackwell insisted, so I brought him along to get a little exercise. Is it business with us? No, not you. My business is with that animal keeper there. Marlon Rhymes, you will be a witness for the prosecution tomorrow. You gotta be kidding. Why would I want to testify against Sasha? You just said it yourself. You overheard what you just said, maybe. What you want does not matter. Now, come along. Yikes! But if I leave, who's gonna feed the orca? The other animal keepers are too scared to go near her now. Maybe I can help? I'm concerned about Orla's health. And this way I can stay close and look after her. Okay. You can feed her and do a telecast too. If you need me to, I'll do anything to help. Sounds like Pearls wants to do something nice for Orla and make sure she's okay. Small Fry, are you tripping? That orca is dangerous, you know? Hee, I'll be fine. I'm just happy to help. Oh, but I don't have a TV phone. I won't be able to contact you if I have to do a telecast. Marlon, may I please borrow yours? What? Sure, Small Fry. Anything for you. Especially when you're going out of your way to help like this. I don't know if I'm gonna testify, but I guess I can at least hear what the police have to say. Thanks for your cooperation. Now, justice will be served with a strategy meeting. Grr, come on, Mr. Wright. Let's get back to our investigation. How sad. The police have already investigated all there is to investigate. Your efforts are a waste of time. Nothing we do to try and save our client is a waste of time, Prosecutor Blackwell. Today, the orca. Tomorrow, Sasha Buckler. Is Bucker or Buckler? Make up your mind game. I like to be correct when I read out this stuff. It is Buckler. Whatever then. You intend to save them both? You say you believe in your clients, but isn't money really your true motivation? Why not admit you're only doing this for your own benefit? I could understand that much more readily than your empty righteous talk. Our own benefit? That's not why we're doing it. Now, Athena, try not to let him get to you. We indeed do it a little bit for the money too, because everyone has to make a living. Alright, we should be off, Prosecutor Blackwell. In justice we trust. I've never been so insulted. Be right back. I need some water to wash away the anger. Uh-oh. She hit Prosecutor Blackwell with that water. He doesn't seem to care, though. I guess prosecutors these days are more about harsh monochrome than fancy frills. Oh, wait, what about those peculiar fingerprints you said you found, Pearls? Hee hee, I'll tell you all about them.
Wow, 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 wow.
So tell me about this big discovery you made. Well, I don't know if it's a big discovery, but... I found some odd fingerprints on the pool ladder over there. Okay, so what's so peculiar about them? Well, they're on the left side of the ladder, but they're right-hand prints. Wouldn't the person usually hold the left side of a ladder with their left hand? Plus, I think they were made from above by grasping the ladder with the right hand. Now that you mention it, that is strange. I wonder whose prints they are. I compared them with the prints on the file and they turned out to be Marlon's. How did he manage to leave prints in such an awkward position? Like if he was reaching down in the water to help someone out? Is what I would imagine. So, Mr. Nick, was I helpful? Yes, you were. Thank you very much, Pearls. I don't know if they're related to the case yet, but I'll keep them in mind. Hehe, I bet Detective Fulbright doesn't know about these prints. I imagine their search wasn't as thorough here as it was at the crime scene. You're probably right. I'm sure they checked everything at the actual crime scene. But I guess they can't do forensics on every inch of the rest of the aquarium. But we could, thanks to Pearly, and now we have a new piece of information. Oh, you're embarrassing me, Athena. Gree, hey, it's Rifle. We've got to catch her. Don't worry, she's being a good girl right here on my lap. Haha, well, I'm glad she's been found. I forgot we were looking for her, actually. Yeah, thanks again to Pearly. I think somebody's jealous. Well, I think I'll go talk to the staff about Orla. Alright, good luck, Pearls, and thanks again. Well, I guess we're done with things here. What do you want to do next? How about if we have Apollo check out our mystery evidence? Oh, that's right. We haven't done that yet. Good idea. Let's stop by the office. That reminds me, speaking of the office, I want to check if my colleague is already up. She might not be, but I don't want to send a message that might wake her up if she's been working all night already. Yeah. I'll wait a little bit, I guess. She might still be asleep. I don't want to wake her up. I know she was active 1 hour ago, so I guess she must be up. Okay. Right. Oh, that's right. We haven't done that yet. Good idea. Let's stop by the office. July 21st. Wright Anything Agency. What? Oh, you're back. How's the investigation going? It's going pretty well, but there are still things we need answers to. Let me know if there's anything I can do to help. Would you like to help out with the investigation, Apollo? You bet I would. What do you want me to work on? Let's see. Do I actually have anything for him to do? Okay, and it's suddenly crickets. Oh, I know, boss. Let's have Apollo look at the evidence we collected. Oh, good idea. You might notice something that will help us win the case. But I have to present him the thing, I guess. I thought asking him about it would be enough. Is it all we need him to look into? There's something I'd like your help with. You have work for me? What is it? Could you have this capsule checked out? I think it's some kind of medicine. Sure thing, Mr. Wright. I'll go to a hospital or something and have somebody take a look. Let's see. I'm pretty sure the closest one is Hickfield Clinic. Good luck, Apollo, and thanks. I wonder if they'll let us see Sasha now. It has been quite a while. Let's stop by the detention center and see. We have something to deliver to her too. Yeah, her medicine. Alright, boss, chin up. We have to lift Sasha's spirits. I like your enthusiasm. Okay. They left her with her sword. I know it's a fake, but still. And a mustache. Mustache. Wah, 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 wah. Ahoy there, me hearties. Thank you for coming. Arr! I be in good spirits, worry not about me. She's trying to cheer us up. Well, that went over like a lead balloon. I was trying to make up for all your trouble. Maybe the two of you need to take it easy. I guess they both had the same idea. We came to let you know that we can take on your defense if you'll have us. What? Is something wrong? Why is she hiding from us? Prosecutor Blackwell said that you two would abandon me. But here you are, to my rescue. That's why I'm so happy. It sounds like she's crying back there. Of course we wouldn't abandon you. Sasha, don't cry. Maybe the two of you need to take it easy. Great, now I have crybabies in stereo. It's kind of funny. Okay, I'm alright now. Thank you for taking on my case. We're glad to do it. Well, now that you're smiling again, we have a few questions to ask you. Shouldn't we give her a medicine? Detective Fulbright asked us to give you this medicine. Arr, that bilge-sucking blackguard had the spine to send me a gift. Dread pirate no stash. Don't stand there gaping like a weak little wind minnow. Have at ye. Oh, a real swashbuckling battle. Arr, if it be a fight you want, a fight you shall have. Could you two please not drop into show mode out of the blue? Okay, sorry about that. Yeah, I'll take that medicine. She's acting kind of funny. What is the medicine for, by the way? Well, I guess I can't keep it a secret from you two. I suffer from a heart condition. A heart condition? Then you'd better get to the hospital right away. Take it easy, Athena. She's in detention, remember? Don't worry, it's not as serious as it sounds. They can fix it with surgery. Not serious? A heart condition is a heart condition. Don't tell us not to worry. Yeah, I'm sorry. The captain was just as mad at me the day before yesterday. We both got so worked up at one point it was like a shark eat shark situation. Phew, that sounds scary. Do you mind if I ask more about that fight? Okay, yeah. That unlocked more conversation topics. On the night before the murder, did you enter the Orca pool room alone? That's right, on July 20th from 3 to 6, I was there cleaning and organizing. Fuck, my neck hurts. I can't get comfortable. The captain and I were actually supposed to clean together starting at 4 a.m., but we got in a fight. I couldn't face him, so I went an hour early and started cleaning. What does the Orca pool room cleaning involve? Well, first we have to move Orla to the show stage pool before we get started. Mr. Rhymes mentioned he took care of Orla in the show stage pool. After Orla was moved, I drained the pool and rearranged the equipment and props. And did the captain ever show up? 4 a.m. came and went, but he never showed. I bet he was mad at me. I wish I'd apologized to him instead of being all prickly and angry like a scorpion fish. I'm glad we could prove Orla's innocence, but we didn't know you would get arrested. Haha, as long as Orla is safe, I'm happy. I'm so glad I found you two. You guys are the best. I'm glad you found us too. You're the best, Sasha. I never imagined Orla's tricks would ever be used to commit a crime. Could you tell us more about the lifesaver trick? Yeah, sure. There's a little speaker on the captain's clothes and on the training dummies. That speaker can emit sound waves. When a trick command is issued with the whistle, Orla uses the sound waves as a guide to find the person she's supposed to rescue. I see. Does anybody else know about how that trick works? The entire crew knows about it, but it takes quite a bit of practice to be able to command the lifesaver trick. It wouldn't be easy to do for anybody who wasn't a trainer, and that's why they suspect Sasha? Orla can only perform one trick per signal. In other words, she can't perform 2 tricks at a time. We'll still update it in the court record. Uh-huh. It's gonna be important at some point. Wait, so she can't do the singing trick and the lifesaver trick at the same time? So what was that song Mr. Plume heard? Oh, Mr. Wright, I just remembered. We have something to return to Sasha. Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, the calendar. This is your calendar, isn't it, Sasha? Huh? No, mine's at the aquarium. Yeah? Mr. Rhymes said he found this one in the nap room. I didn't think anybody else at the aquarium used a calendar like that. The owner of this calendar had a meeting scheduled with the victim. The mystery person might be the killer. We'd better find the calendar's owner. Dust it for prints! It smells like fish. What if it was a doctor? Whoops. Why were you arguing with Mr. Shipley? The captain knew about my heart condition and he was worried about me, so he said it wouldn't put me in the new show. See, I'm not in the new flyer. Oh, you're right, it's just Orla and the new adversary, Red Stash. She needs to work for a living though. Is that really helping her? I was so upset and frustrated I was still crying when I went to do the cleaning. And I cried for quite a while before I drained the pool too. But then, you know what? Orla did a trick to try and cheer me up. She acted out the scene where she defeats the giant octopus by spiking a ball at it. She spiked that ball so hard she even ended up breaking off one of the octopus's leg. What a dramatic way to cheer up a friend. So that's why we argued, because he wasn't going to put me in the new show. But I was determined to be in the show yesterday. It was July 20th, you see, the anniversary of the death of the trainer before me. Azra Summers, the person Norma de Plume wrote about in her book. I wanted to explain to the audience that it was an accident, not murder. That's why I needed to be in that show so bad. So during the cleaning, I moved the skull rock to the orca pool. What? But why? It was a key prop. I figured the new show couldn't go on without it. I thought they'd be forced to switch back to the old show. Wow, that was pretty extreme. Skull Rock updated in the court record. Moved from the show pool during cleaning time. The victim struck it when he fell to his death. So Sasha moved the skull rock to the orca pool at the time of the cleaning. And if there's blood on that rock, then that must mean that the victim's death occurred after the rock was moved. Around what time did you finish up the cleaning? It was about 6 a.m., so that places suspicion on whomever met with the victim after 6 a.m. Something that's gonna have to be established during the trial, I guess. Azura Summers. So Azura Summers was a trainer before you. That's right, she was a year older than me. She taught me all about how to command Orla. I bet Azura and Sasha were like sisters to one another. She was the one who taught me the signals for the singing and lifesaver tricks too. After she died, I swore on this charm. I vowed to become a great trainer someday, just like Azura. What is that charm? It's a keepsake to remember Azura by. She always wore it. She told me once that she and her boyfriend had matching charms. I never found out who he was, so I couldn't give this one to him. I've had it ever since. You're keeping the memory of Miss Summers alive. The captain always carried around the memento of Azura too, her walkie-talkie. Huh? Did the victim have a walkie-talkie on him? Maybe I should show Sasha the victim's photos and see what she has to say. Wait, what was that he said just now? I had the victim's photos, okay. The victim didn't appear to have a walkie-talkie with him at the time of his death, huh? But I talked to the captain on his walkie-talkie before I started the cleaning. But there's no walkie-talkie shown in these crime scene photos. I don't understand it. The captain always kept that walkie-talkie with him. Maybe the culprit took it away? Maybe. But what would be the point of that? I better organize the data I have on the victim in the court record. The captain always kept that walkie-talkie by his side. It was the walkie-talkie Azura used right up until her death. I'm in the middle of the show. The orca brought Azura up to the surface in her mouth. In the middle of the show, the orca brought Azura up to the surface in her mouth. She left tooth marks in Azura's walkie-talkie. The captain said he always kept that walkie-talkie with him so he'd never forget. So that means that if there are no teeth marks in his, that it was stolen before he fell in the water. So the walkie-talkie was really important to the victim. But now the captain is dead too. I'm the only one left who can protect Orla from the ship's doctor. Protect Orla from the ship's doctor? I wonder what Sasha means. What did you mean by protect Orla from the ship's doctor? You know, Herman Crab? Ever since the accident a year ago, he's been completely different. When Azura died, he said he was going to euthanize the orca. Before that, he always used to say that euthanizing animals was a despicable act. Euthanize the orca? That's horrible! They all thought that Azura's death was the orca's fault. Nobody believed in her but me. The ship's doctor always keeps poison to euthanize the orca with on hand. And if Orla had been pronounced guilty in yesterday's trial, he would have used it. He was going to put her down right away. Maybe that's the 3Z's thing. The ship's doctor was close with both the captain and Azura, you know? I think he hates Orla. He was in love with Azura Summers. I guess we'd better look into Dr. Crab a little more. Boss, let's go see Dr. Crab. I was just thinking the same thing. We have a lot of questions to ask him. It's Burrows. And Rifle. What are you doing here? Rifle came in here, so I followed her. Oh, that's right. We were supposed to deliver Rifle to him. I completely forgot. Oh, Rifle. Ah, what are you doing? Stop that. You silly mother penguin. What if you injured my spectacular genius brain? Dr. Crab, are you alright? Huh? Oh, it's you people. I see you brought Rifle for me. Rifle was really laying into you. Well, she hates me because she thinks I took her baby away from her. Well, it does kind of look that way to us, too. Beep. Cree! Cree, cree, cree! It's her baby! Gee, Rifle looks so happy. Is she actually playing with Sniper? Ah! Stop all this cacophony! The biological parent and the caregiver parent locked in a struggle over the child. Yeah! How do you think you could hold this silly mother penguin down for me? Alright, I will try. Cree, cree, cree. What are you doing? I think Rifle just threw something up. Oh, I'm getting food for Sniper out of Rifle. Mother penguins stock up food for their babies in their stomachs. They break it down in there so that it's easier for the baby to eat. Wow, you sure know a lot about animals. You're trying to pick a fight with me again, aren't you, young lady? Yes, I know a lot about animals. I'm a licensed veterinarian. Rifle certainly is in a bad mood even for her. Aw, the little baby. Don't waste my time with useless nonsense. I'm sleepy, I tell you. He won't even glance at it. That generic answer is mercifully short, for once. I probably shouldn't show him this. Okay. That means I can more easily try out everything. Whoopsie. Son of a gun, how could you die before fulfilling your promise to me? Mr. Shipley promised you something? He promised he would make Ship Aquarium the greatest aquarium in the world. It was because of that promise that I agreed to become the resident vet here. So you were just a regular veterinarian before this? That's right. Big or small, there is no living creature I cannot treat. Would you like me to examine you? What? You can treat people too? You're amazing, Dr. Crab. I was joking, of course. You walked right into that one. Grr. You're awful, Dr. Crab. Okay, so that makes him amazingly awful. Is this yours? Nah. The fish I already tried. Security footage. The whistle. The flyer. How about this? Okay, you won't even look at it. Okay, let's talk. Rifle's condition. Is Rifle okay? Hold on. I'm checking her now. Girl in a strange outfit. Could you turn Rifle over on her back, please? Alright, Rifle, I'm just going to turn you over, okay? What's this? The bottom of her feet are pink. Oh no! What kind of sickness is that? We have to get her to a doctor. Athena, get a hold of yourself. Dr. Crab is a veterinarian, remember? It's just something she stepped in by the looks of it. It's her stomach that's the problem. There's still something in there. Here we go. Looks like she swallowed something odd. I know this penguin will eat anything, but where did she pick up something like this? Son of a gun! I'll have to talk to Marlin about her care. A talisman? Dr. Crab, may we see what was in Rifle's stomach? Huh? Please be quiet, I'm busy right now. He's not gonna let us look at it. Busy, but you're just staring at that weird machine. Well, that's busy to him, I guess. Busy, but you're just staring at that weird machine. I'm checking to see when Rifle ingested the foreign object. He just keeps looking at that machine. He won't even glance our way. Now I'm really curious to know more about his monitoring system. Could you tell us about the monitoring system you have here? It's a collection of electronic medical records for all the creatures here. With this system and the camera footage, I can monitor the creatures 24/7. I won't tell you any more than that. It's private company business. But medical records are usually just a history of past medical exams and data. I never heard of any that could monitor 24/7. Good point, Mr. Lawyer. I can see there's no fooling you. But why would you want to fool me? This guy's going to be a tough nut to crack. You have your reasons? Okay. The charm. Huh? This looks like the charm Sasha had. Dr. Crab, do you know anything about this charm? Charm. Hey, leave that alone. That belonged to Azura. What was Azura's charm doing in Rifle's stomach? That's odd. When Sasha was telling us about the charm earlier, she mentioned it was hers. Sasha said that she had Azura's charm. Wait a second. Did I get an answer to my message? Well, my colleague won't be coming to pick me up tonight. Well. That means it will just be 2 agents tonight. Sasha said that she had Azura's charm, but that charm is still at the detention center. Hey, wait a minute. Didn't Sasha say Azura and her boyfriend had matching charms? So the second charm must be the one that belongs to Azura's boyfriend. Dr. Crab, is it possible this charm belongs to Azura's boyfriend? I refuse to talk about such personal details of the deceased. Subject closed. Alright, he sure is touchy when it comes to Azura. Charm added to the court record. Azura Summers, yesterday was the anniversary of her death, wasn't it? That's right. She was killed by the Orca. Do you really think Orla killed her? I don't believe it. Who can say if the Orca did it on purpose, but the fact remains that she killed Azura. I was right there the day of her death a year ago. I saw the Orca bite Azura with my own eyes. But, is that really the whole truth of what happened? I guess only Orla knows what really happened, both a year ago and this time. Could you tell us about the monitoring system you have here? Yeah, hold on. Yeah, we need to try to break down these, Ah, no, wait. There was an option at the top of the screen, I think. Yeah, the Magatama. Okay. The monitoring system. I want you to tell me about the monitoring system here. You don't let up either, do you, Mr. Lawyer? You're just electronic medical records and feeds from security cameras. Yeah, well. With these, I can monitor all of the animals 24/7. And I say that's not true. I have proved that you can't monitor the animals 24/7 with this system. Whoops. This one?
Take that!
Take that in your face. The security camera doesn't begin recording until 10 a.m. If that's the case, how could you possibly monitor the animals 24/7? Okay, you got me. I guess that was a pretty weak explanation. You're right. I guess I can't monitor the animals 24/7. But if I see anything unusual on the camera feeds, I can spring to action right away. If I can examine on an animal, I can usually tell exactly what is going on with them. Wow, he's really confident in his abilities. But I still say you can't do that 24/7. But I'm here at the aquarium most of the time. And I can go anywhere at any time to examine an animal. Anywhere? I say that's not true either. I have proof that there's a place you can't go. I have two cursors, the one for my PC and the one for the Android emulator that simulates the touch screen of a smartphone, so that's sometimes a bit awkward to manipulate. A keycard for gaining access to the Orca pool. Only the victim and Sasha handle.
Take that!
The only people who have access to the Orca pool room are the owner and Sasha. So how can you say you monitor all of the animals? Son of a gun. So you knew about the security card, did you? Son of a gun. I should save, by the way. It's been a while since I started playing and I haven't saved anything. Yeah, I hadn't saved in like an hour and a half, so Yes, tighter security was imposed on the Orca a year ago as a precaution. Due to Sasha's objections, I wasn't allowed to have a card. I guess she was trying to protect Orla from him. So you're monitoring the animals with a system that's private company business. But he was able to get to the pool, I guess, because we found that medicine inside her stomach anyway. So he found a way to get there, I suppose. So we're probably gonna have to prove during the trial that it was possible to get there without the card. I have to insist you tell me about this monitoring system. Now you're trying to pick a fight with me. Very well, I suppose it's only fitting that the spoils go to the victor. I'll tell you about the Ship-Shape Aquarium's ecological data organization system. So what does that machine you were using do? It's a system of ecological data organization developed in Europe. I call it the Torpedo. What do you think? Pretty impressive name, isn't it? Torpedo? As in man the battle stations and all that? No, it's the name I gave to this data organization system. Torpedo. It stands for Teleobservation Real-Time Pertinent Data Organizer. Quite a name. I wonder if it's super admin restricted desktop access pass protected. Okay. Wait, what? Was that an acronym for something? SAR SARDAP? No, okay, never mind. The torpedo collects data through sensors placed on or near the subjects. Temperature, heartbeat, vocalizations, etc. It gathers this information 24 hours a day. All of this data is then sent to my terminal and these monitors. Wow, this torpedo sounds amazing. Does Rifle have a sensor on her too? Yes, she does. Where and what kind of sensor is attached depends on the animal. The penguins have theirs attached to the ID tag at the base of their flippers. The torpedo doesn't tell me where Rifle is when she escapes though. It's hard to attach sensors to the orca or fish, so theirs are on the tanks and on the tanks themselves. Places where the creatures don't normally live, like the show stage, don't have sensors. Okay, here we go. It's telling me the time Rifle swallowed the foreign object. Approximately 4 AM on July 20th. What's an odd time? That was when Sasha was doing the cleaning. Maybe that's why she wouldn't take my fish, because she was full from the night before. But at least Orla ate it, so that's okay. Orla ate another animal's food? That's odd. She's never done that before. And then she had that episode too. I'd better take a look at her data. She didn't eat anything from the evening on the 19th to yesterday afternoon. So Rifle had the late night snack, but Orla went hungry, huh? It appears so, but let's see. She's been eating normally since yesterday afternoon. Come to think of it, Jack was supposed to feed Orla yesterday morning. Maybe he died before he had the chance. I'm worried about Orla's condition. I'd better remember this torpedo data. Torpedo data added to the court record. I still wonder why he wouldn't tell me about the torpedo. Why hide the torpedo? This has to be important somehow for him to want to hide it. Dr. Crab, why did you want to hide the existence of the torpedo system? Well, it's a safe system that has been approved for use in other countries. But it hasn't been legally approved in this country yet. That's why I always carry this terminal around with me. It's not something I want the police poking their nose into. You mean you're breaking the law? Which is why I was keeping it a secret. It would create a problem for the aquarium. I had Jack's permission. He felt the animals' care was more important than the legality. But he wanted to shield the rest of the staff, so we kept it a secret. Things don't go illegal without reason in general, though. You know? So there has to be a reason, and a pretty valid one if it's not illegal. Like some risks involved or something like that. So going against it is like, well, ignoring a potential risk that you're perfectly aware of. Anyway, but in some cases, lives can be saved by breaking the law. Do we simply allow the lives of our animals to be lost while we wait for laws to change? Now you're twisting things around. I'd like to use this evidence during the trial tomorrow, but it may result in you and Chip Ship Aquarium being brought up on charges. Well, I followed my own convictions and I have no regrets. You're only doing your job. I can't blame you for that, Mr. Lawyer. I don't know, his face, when he says that, it's like his mouth is saying one thing, his face is saying another, you know what I mean? Beep, 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 beep. What's that sound? Another penguin? That's my ringtone. Gee, Dr. Crab sure likes cute things. Maybe you wanted it to sound like Sniper. Hello, Crap speaking. Son of a gun, you people again, stop harassing this aquarium. Orla was found not guilty. Why on earth should she be put down? Huh? Come there on the 26th and explain. Fine, just let me write it down in my... Son of a gun, where did my calendar go? His calendar? Could he be talking about that calendar? I realize that if it comes to that, I'll use that drug to euthanize her. He said it in front of us. We'd better ask him about this. Yeah, he said euthanize her. And I should try presenting that calendar to him too. Dr. Crab, isn't this your calendar? Yes, it's mine. What are you doing with it? Mr. Rhymes found it in the nap room. Oh, I must have forgotten it there when I tried to get some rest. It sure is a cute calendar. I guess you're crazy about penguins. Somebody gave it to me, okay? Azura? Now, please don't tell anybody about it. It's embarrassing. Azura designed this calendar. Oh, well, there we go. This one here is a prototype. She designed the calendar for this year, and then she died before it went on sale. Were you and Miss Summers romantically involved? What? What gave you that idea? Well, he's sweating bullets. It's just that I sensed sadness in your heart when you talked about the calendar. Of course we weren't romantically involved. I don't believe in romantic feelings. Not anymore. He looks shaken though. By the way, did you meet Mr. Shipley at 7 AM on July 20th as scheduled? No. We were supposed to meet, but Jack didn't show up. Is that really true? Sasha finished cleaning the Orca pool room at 6 AM. If Dr. Crab managed to get in the pool room somehow and meet with the victim, then he would have had the opportunity to kill Mr. Shipley. Okay, and then there's something we need to ask him about. Euthanasia. Who was that phone call from? Son of a gun. You heard that? Well, yeah, it's like you were yelling, you know. Who didn't hear that? It was the Center for Dangerous Animal Control calling with a demand. They said that the orca may have been found not guilty this time, but that if she ever attacked a human again, we would have to put her down. Put her down? But that's horrible. Did you agree to their demand? Animals sometimes do attack humans, and of course humans sometimes do kill animals to protect themselves. If it comes to that, yes, as a veterinarian, I am prepared to carry out euthanization. Using this poison. Huh? That capsule. It has the same letters on it as the one that was in Orla's stomach. Did Dr. Crab try to kill Orla? Please let me ask you one more question, Dr. Crab. What is it, Mr. Lawyer? You look so grave. I heard something disturbing from the writer Norma de Plume. The center demanded that the aquarium put the killer whale down a year ago. Put her down? But the aquarium owner refused their demand, saying it was an accidental death. But I hardly think a persistent organization like that would just give up and go away. I'm quite sure the power of money helped convince them. What makes you think that? Once a month, the owner and the vet disappear from this aquarium, and I came to find out that each time a large amount of money was being paid out. I think Ship Aquarium might be keeping some kind of secret, and that it has something to do with the recent murder. Again! This is getting old. Jeez. 5 psyche locks. That writer. She just has to stick her nose in everyone's business. Son of a gun, I should have dealt with it all more carefully. How am I ever going to remove all those locks? Sorry to interrupt, but Prosecutor Blackwell wants Dr. Crab. Detective Fulbright. You again? You couldn't possibly have any more questions for me. Well, you see, we're having a little problem. We were going to call the animal keeper as a witness for the prosecution, but he's being very stubborn and refusing to testify, and so we thought we'd ask you to be a witness in tomorrow's trial. Did you really now? Well, I'm not taking sides. I'll tell what I know. No more, no less. That would be fine. Now, if you would please come along with me. Well, it looks like we'll have to continue our talk at the trial tomorrow. I don't know what secret you and this aquarium are hiding, but I'll uncover it if it'll help save Miss Buckler. Give it your best shot, then. I'll see you tomorrow. Well, it looks like we'll be going up against Dr. Crab in tomorrow's trial. I bet it'll be one tough customer. Okay, we'd better get our evidence organized for tomorrow. I'll have Athena hold on to the evidence I don't think I'll need in court. Evidence has been reorganized. Hello? Mr. Wright, I went to Hickfield Clinic. Apollo, use your indoor voice. Sorry about that. Anyway, I found out a lot, so I wanted to tell you right away. It turns out that mysterious capsule is a powerful sleeping drug. Apparently the brand name is 3Z's. Okay, yeah, it says 3Z's right on it. And they said the Ship Aquarium vet recently bought a large quantity of them. From them. The vet? 3Z's is supposed to be for people, but Dr. Crab told them it would work on other mammals. Like orcas and dolphins too. So Dr. Crab's euthanization poison was actually sleeping pills? When Orla almost drowned today, was it because she'd been given sleeping pills? Not some kind of poison then. I found out more than just about that capsule. Dr. Ickfield himself gave me some information. Ship Aquarium had someone on their staff named Azura Summers, right? Yeah, the one who died a year ago. Well, Azura Summers was getting a certain medication from Hickfield Clinic last year. The same heart medication as Sasha Buckler. Really? Azura Summers had the same heart condition as Sasha? Nice work, Apollo. Thank you. We'll be coming back to the office soon. Okay, Trucy and I will be here. Well, we'd better get back to the office and get ready for tomorrow. What are you going to do, Pearls? I thought I'd stay overnight here and be with the Orline rifle. I'll be ready for a telecast during the trial tomorrow. Good luck to both of you. Thanks, Pearly. That way when we prove Sasha's innocent, she can see Orla right away. I'd love to see Sasha and Orla back together again, both free and clear. But before that can happen, I have to prove Sasha's innocence. To be continued. Override it. And we have time to continue, I guess, so let's do that. I wonder if we can be done today. If I manage to finish this next section before my dinner time, there will only be one left after this, and that means we could be done today, I suppose. Later tonight, after my dinner. It's super warm in here. I didn't leave the heater on, did I? I'll check. And get some coffee maybe at the same time. Oh no, I still have some. Oh no, it's not on. I guess it's just that warm outside. I really hope it won't be raining though. If I do have to go on my bike, I really hope it won't be raining. Well, there was rain. It's now moving away. And it looks like it won't be raining until tomorrow morning, which is good. Okay. I like that. And by the time I have to leave later today, temperature will be 16 degrees Celsius, so not too warm, which is good too. Okay. Let's do that then. Let's play. What? The ship's doctor and Azura were romantically involved? Well, that's my theory, but I don't actually know if it's really true. Azura would never get involved with that god-awful ship's doctor. But I do admit, they were friends. But would Azura send Dr. Crab videos, I wonder? Videos? What do you mean? Azura used to send her boyfriend videos of herself teaching the orca tricks. I used to help Azura take the videos on her TV phone. This is an interesting bit of information. TV phone updated in the court record. So TV phones can shoot videos too, huh? My dumb phone sure can't. These TV phones are amazing. They can even record sounds you and I can't hear. All the equipment we use at Ship Aquarium is high-tech. The ship's doctor sends away for all kinds of electronics. So all the high-tech stuff is Dr. Crab's doing, huh? Anyway, I still highly doubt Azura's boyfriend was the ship's doctor. But Dr. Crab found a charm yesterday and he was really shaken by it. If my colleague is absent, by the way, that means... I think I'll be the boss tomorrow. Well, I can't check because I'm using the phone with my schedule on it for filming my face. Dr. Crab found the charm yesterday and he was really shaken by it. Charm? Hey, leave that alone. That belonged to Azura. What was Azura's charm doing in Rifle's stomach? That charm looked just like your keepsake of Azura. Yeah, well... She did say she and her boyfriend had matching charms. Was the ship's doctor and Azura really a couple? I can't believe it. I think Dr. Crab will be called as a witness today. There are still so many unanswered questions. But I hope to solve them all in today's trial. I believe in you two. I know you can do it. And we will, Sasha, we promise. July 22nd, 9:30 a.m. District Court, Courtroom number 4. Court is now in session. All rise. Court is now in session for the trial of Sasha Buckler. Defense is ready. Ah! Ready. Now I'm completely thrown off. Very good. It appears both the prosecution and the defense are ready. Yesterday it was proven that the Orca was not guilty and that the victim fell to his death. Prosecutor Blackwell, did your investigation of the Orca pool area turn up anything? It did. We found a blood stain from the victim at the bottom of the pool. On this. Oh my, what a frightening looking rock. And you say it has a blood stain on it? Just looking at it gives me the woolies. So can we assume that there was no water in the pool at the time of the incident? Very good. What a clever little deduction. Ho ho, what it's nice to get a compliment from the prosecution for a change. Prosecutor Blackwell has completely tamed the judge with his carrot and stick approach. I guess I should have brought a few carrots of my own. Right, moving along. I have prepared a witness. Buckler was the only one who entered that room when there was no water in the pool. The witness will prove that. Come to the stand, witness. Name and occupation. Dr. Herman. Beep! Sniper, stay in there! And who is that cute little creature? Such a restless bird, quite unlike Taka. Wow, chalk one up for Taka. He shut Sniper up with a single sound. It's the prey-predator kind of relationship, I suppose. Son of a gun, Dr. Herman Krapp, Ship Aquarium's veterinarian. And could you tell us the name of your cute little friend there as well? Your Honor, please focus on the case. But it's important to learn all we can about the witness. This is Sniper. Beep, 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 beep. She's the offspring of a penguin named Rifle. Sniper lives in my hair. She might cause a commotion now and then, but please try to ignore her. I was originally going to call the animal keeper to the stand, but he refused to testify, so I settled on the veterinarian. So Marlin refused. Now tell us. Why was the defendant in the Orca pool room when the water was drained? In the early morning hours of July 20th, Sasha was cleaning the Orca pool room. Sasha and Jack Shipley, the owner, were scheduled to do the cleaning together. During cleaning, the pool water is drained. While the cleaning was going on, Marlon was taking care of the Orca in the show pool. The pool water would never be drained unless the pool was being cleaned. And your claim is that the victim was made to fall to his death during the cleaning? Only Buckler and the owner had the security card necessary to enter the Orca pool room. And we already know from the security company's record of card usage that the defendant was in the Orca pool room during the time of cleaning. The witness's testimony and the record of security card usage are conclusive evidence. So no one beside the defendant was at the scene, and the water in the pool was drained. Uh-oh. The judge already seems to be leaning towards the... Excuse me. The judge already seems to be leaning toward the other side. We have to strike fast. Your Honor, we're ready for our cross-examination now. Oh, yes, of course. Please, proceed then. Yeah. That was scary. Okay. Oh, I left the thing open here. Okay. Oops. The power of youth comes in handy at times like these. Cleaning the Orca pool room. In the early morning hours of July 20th, etc., 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 etc. The pool water would never be drained unless the pool was being cleaned. We have evidence of the contrary. It was drained, and Orca was left in that little bit of water that was at the bottom. There's no possibility it would be drained at any time other than during cleaning. None. Shut down with a single word. Why are you so certain? Think about it. If the pool water were drained, what would happen to the Orca? The poor thing! Whose side are you on, Athena? Exactly, young lady. Without water, Orla would be alright for a short period of time, but anything longer than that would pose serious risks. She could even die. So the fact that Orla is alive and well is proof the water wasn't drained on her? That's right. The Orca pool and the show stage pool are next door to each other. A hoist runs between the two to move the Orca and equipment back and forth. When intensive cleaning is done, the Orca is moved to the show stage pool first. So the water is only drained while the pool is being cleaned. Please add that information to your testimony.
Objection!
How about that then? Excuse me, I have a bit of snack in my teeth. Nut snack. If the water in the pool is drained, you say the Orca could die. But is that necessarily true? What are you talking about? There is a way to let the water out without harming the Orca, isn't there? Your Honor, please allow me to submit this photograph. Oh, this is... As you can see, there is no water around the Skull Rock area. With the pool in this state, the victim could have been made to fall to his death. However, there is water on the other side of the partition, and Orla looks just fine. Son of a gun. So you noticed, huh? In other words, if the partition is set up at the bottom of the pool, the water can be drained without doing Orla any harm. Are you implying the water could have been drained at a time other than during cleaning? Yes, there is that possibility. Dr. Crab is shaking. Looks like he has something to hide. Could it have been something to do with the calendar note about the meeting with the victim? It might. I'll submit it to the judge. Your Honor, please take a look at this calendar. Ah, you waved that around in court yesterday. No need to drag out your souvenir today. Actually, I would like you to make note of the entry for the day of the incident. Let me see here. Meet the captain at the Orca pool at 7 a.m. This note is about a meeting planned with the victim. Victim planned meeting. Ah, the judge. Okay, excuse me. Whoops. What? What? Where did I put this? Okay, never mind. There we go. The defense would like to argue that at the time of that meeting, the pool may have been drained of its water. Whose calendar is that? It belongs to Dr. Herman Crab. Isn't that right, Dr. Crab? Son of a gun. So you suspect me, do you? What is the meaning of this calendar entry, Dr. Crab? Explain yourself. Fine, I was supposed to meet Jack at the Orca pool at that time, but I ended up not going. So you're saying you simply broke your promise? You can't get out of it that easily. I believe you have some explaining to do.
Objection!
Objection. Your blade is sharper than I thought, right, Dono? But your cut was shallow, a mere surface scratch. There is a saying amongst prisoners. Do not see, hear, nor speak to smooth-talking lawyers. If you think the witness is suspicious, show your proof. The calendar alone isn't good enough, huh? I have to prove the victim could have fallen to his death at 7 a.m. meeting time. Let's put our heads together, boss. The victim could have fallen during cleaning when the pool was completely drained. Or using the partition, it could have been at 7 a.m. with the water partially drained. What would be the major difference in circumstance between these two possibilities? What circumstance was different? The answer could really tell us something. Hold on. The Orca was there, and that would explain the bits of blood we found on her. If the blood splashed off the skull where the victim fell, there could have been some blood splashed on the Orca, I suppose. If the murder occurred at a time other than during cleaning, the Orca must have been there. Oh, you're right. And that would mean that Orla witnessed the murder. What's this? You're sheathing your sword so soon? Stop yammering to each other and show me how you wield your sword. Alright then, my sword is poised and ready. If the murder was committed at a time other than during cleaning time, then Orla must have been present at the scene. If I can prove that the murder happened right in front of Orla, then I can prove that Miss Buckler is not guilty. Order in the court. Mr. Wright, are you implying that the Orca was a witness to the crime? That is exactly what I'm implying. And how do you intend to prove the Orca witnessed the murder? The Orca has blood on her. What are you going to do? Put the Orca on the stand and cross-examine her? I don't think I need to. This is a critical point. I'd better think about it carefully. The defense will present some evidence. Yep. That's it. The defense will present evidence. Evidence that will prove Orla witnessed the murder. Thanks to Pearls, we have that evidence. You're going to present evidence? Knowing the defense, I thought surely you would try to cross-examine the Orca. I must say, I'm a little disappointed. He wanted to see the Orca. Gee, sorry to get your hopes up, Your Honor. Very well, let's see this evidence then. What evidence shows that the murder took place right in front of the Orca? Right in front of the Orca. Just one. This photo indicates where we discovered luminol reactions yesterday. By accident, we got some of the luminol testing fluid on Orla. We were then very surprised to see luminol reactions on Orla's body.
Objection!
Objection! It must have been the Orca's blood. Yeah, there's nothing odd about that. As we discussed in yesterday's trial, the Orca was bleeding. Traces of the Orca's blood were also found on the skull rock. The orca must have injured herself when she rammed the rock. So that cloud of blood Mr. Plume saw was from Orla headbutting the skull rock, was it? It's gonna be hard to prove whose blood it is then. Those liminal reactions you saw on the orca are most likely from her headbutting. But she has some on her tail as well. Yeah, what's odd is the position of those bloodstains. Please take a good look at the photograph. Even on her tail. Yesterday, Mr. Plume said the blood disappeared when Orla put on the hat. That testimony indicated that Orla's injuries were under the hat area. However, these liminal reactions are in two entirely separate areas from her injuries. These bloodstains can't be Orla's own blood from where she was headbutting. From when she was headbutting. Then where did the blood come from? It is my firm belief that it is the victim's blood. The victim was killed right in front of Orla.
Objection!
The victim's blood splattered onto Orla's body.
Gar. Gar.
Now it finally makes sense. Orla was a witness to the murder, so that's why. Orla? Boss, something's wrong with Orla. What? You're right. She's listless, and she's thinking. There's one more fact that indicates Orla was a witness to the murder. There's more? The culprit was afraid Orla could somehow reveal what she witnessed. And that's why they did what they did. It's the only thing that makes sense. I have to present that evidence. That evidence that proves the culprit thought Orla was a dangerous witness. Shoot. What, this? Maybe? I'm not sure. Present.
Take that!
The defense would like to submit this evidence. Oops. Jace. What's this? It looks like some sort of medicine. It's a sleeping drug, Your Honor. A very powerful one. The sleeping drug was discovered in Orla's stomach yesterday. The culprit tried to drown Orla by putting her into a deep sleep. Tried to drown the orca? But why? Right, Dono. Are you trying to tell this court that the perpetrator tried to kill the orca off to prevent the witness from talking? Do you really expect to defeat me with that feeble attack? My sword has been drawn. I'm not about to sheath my evidence now. Orcas have an enormous potential for intelligence. The possibility that Orla could somehow manage to reveal the truth can't be denied. The culprit believed in this possibility, and that's why they tried to kill her. I'm not so sure. It's probably more something to do with that call to have the beast euthanized or something. Dr. Herman Crab, you purchased the sleeping drug, didn't you? What? Does this mean the veterinarian tried to do away with the orca? Who but a veterinarian would better know how to disguise an orca's death? He could even prevent the police from examining Orla's body. Why you? Are you actually accusing me of trying to murder the orca? How dare you? How dare you slander the noble profession of veterinarian? Eek! Eek! My goodness, one could cut the tension in this courtroom with a knife. Yes, I admit to purchasing that sleeping drug. However, it was subsequently stolen from my lab. That's such a flimsy excuse. It's the truth. What else can I say? Any one of the crew members could have entered my lab. I guess that weakens my evidence quite a bit. Besides, think about it for a minute. Who was it that treated Orla after she swallowed the drug? It was I. But as I recall, it took you quite a while to give that treatment. You didn't even come on your own. We had to go get you. Son of a gun, you just remember all sorts of little details, don't you, Mr. Lawyer? The Orca pool and the lab are far apart. It's little wonder he didn't know Orla's condition. Didn't know, that's highly doubtful. As far apart as they were, Dr. Crab still had a way to know all about Orla's condition. The defense would like to submit evidence that the witness knew about Orla's condition. The monitor? The torpedo?
Take that!
There. The torpedo. Gah, you just had to bring that up, didn't you? With this advanced data system, surely you would have known Orla's condition.
Objection!
Wait just 1 minute. What is this torpedo?
The prosecution knew nothing of this.
Dr. Crab, how dare you bring a weapon of mass destruction into my courtroom? The torpedo or tele-observation real-time pertinent data organizer is a data system. Until yesterday, only Dr. Crab and Mr. Shipley knew about the torpedo. It isn't legally approved in this country, so it was kept secret from the police.
It's illegal? Dr. Crab, I demand an explanation.
The little penguin is using the stethoscope on him. Oh, that's so cute. So precious. Son of a gun, you and your big mouth, Mr. Lawyer. Yes, it's true. I'm using an illegal system to monitor the creatures at the aquarium. Why is it illegal, though? If it's just a monitoring system, what's so wrong about it? The system uses sensors like these, and yes, there is one, the Orca pool, too. Ha. Right? Okay. These sensors send sound waves through the water to gather data on the creatures, and if it finds abnormalities in their condition, the torpedo alerts me with a sound. Oh my goodness, how very high-tech. But if it's illegal, I will not turn a blind eye. This matter will be appropriately dealt with at a separate time. Now then, Mr. Wright, please continue. With the torpedo, I'm sure Dr. Crab noticed the danger Orla was in, but he made no attempt to come to her aid on his own. And the reason for that is that Dr. Crab wanted Orla dead. I don't think that's true. The torpedo didn't give me a warning message. That's why I didn't know there was anything wrong with Orla. The sensor in the Orca pool wasn't working during the police's investigation.
Objection!
Can you prove that statement?
Objection!
What's with him? I guess this is also high-tech for Prosecutor Blackwell that it's making him a little funny. Funny. Yes, I find this all very funny. Witness, those sensors send sound waves through the water, correct? But what if there isn't any water? Then they wouldn't work. They would automatically switch off. I see. And where is the sensor in the Orca pool located? I don't know. Jack is the one who attached it for me. So now he is a... No, wait a second. You don't know? Then I will tell you. The police found a sensor just like the one you just showed us. They found it attached to the table at the bottom of the pool. Table? That table? Do you mean the table in this photograph? That's right. The one with the lantern on it? Don't you get it yet? Right, Donald. The table is on the skull rock inside of the partition. It's affixed to the bottom of the pool and can't be moved. Oh, and so if the water was drained from the skull rock side of the pool... Precisely, without water, the torpedo sensor would not work. Witness, when did that sensor automatically switch off? Hang on, I'll look it up. The only times lately were during cleaning 2 days ago and the investigation yesterday. Of Of course, I knew the pool would be drained while they cleaned it. But I had no idea they drained it for the investigation. No one let me know. That's why I didn't know about Orla's condition yesterday. That's not good for us, though. So Dr. Crab really did want to save Orla? That means that the only time that the victim could have fallen into it was during the investigation, which is too late, or when the pool was being cleaned, which sheds blame on my client, on the defendant. That's not good. The water can be drained without harm to the orca if the partition is used, but if the water is drained from the skull rock side, the sensor turns itself off. If the sensor was always on except during the cleaning and the investigation, it means there must have been water in the pool at all other times. It was never drained. Excuse me. In other words, no one but the defendant could have committed the crime. Yeah, I knew this was coming. Excuse me. Need to check something real quick. Quick. No. And then, crud. This one. There we go. No, never mind. Okay. Good. Okay, let's continue. Order in the court. This completely shatters the defense's argument. But the fact still remains that Orla was nearly killed with Dr. Crab's sleeping drug.
Objection!
But aren't you forgetting one important question? When was the sleeping drug given to the orca? You're right, that hasn't been discussed yet, has it? The orca pool is the scene of the murder. The police were there all day yesterday. The only way to give the drug to the orca undetected is to put it in her food. Yesterday, someone gave the orca food during the trial. Someone did? I'm afraid I don't remember that. You don't remember? You're not that old yet, are you? It was the defendant, Sasha Buckler. No! So that is the orca that stands accused, is it? Oh, she's waving her flipper at us. Maybe she's cheering us on. Orla, wish Phoenix and Athena luck. So your argument is that Miss Buckler is the one who gave the orca the drug? The prosecution's argument hasn't changed. Buckler made the victim fall to his death and then manipulated the orca to pin it on her. Still not satisfied, she further planned to kill the orca with the sleeping drug. I didn't hear any reports of Dr. Crab feeding Orla. If Orla was fed during the investigation, when the sensors were off, that's another time. The prosecution just proved my point. Maybe he didn't have a hand in Orla's attempted murder after all. But is there anybody else who could have fed Orla besides Sasha? If it's true the defendant is the one who fed the sleeping drug to the orca, then that places even more suspicion on her than ever.
Objection!
Objection, please, Your Honor. The defense objects to the prosecution's claims. Well, you still haven't admitted defeat. Prosecutor Blackquill, I don't appreciate the way you only mention the parts that are convenient to you. For you. What do you mean by that, Mr. Wright? The prosecutor failed to mention that Miss Buckler wasn't the only one who fed Orla. As you will all recall, there was another person who gave Orla food. Oh, you mean that person? Looks like Athena remembers now, too. But he doesn't want to testify, though. Congrats, Sasha. This is to celebrate. Eat it all up. Oh, Mr. Wright. No, I don't want to believe it either, but we can't ignore the truth. The other person who fed Orla during the trial was Marlon. Marlon Rhymes. This guy. Hee hee.
Take that!
please recall when Orla was found not guilty yesterday. Marlon Rhymes gave the orca a large quantity of food. If the sleeping drug was mixed in with that food, it could be given to the orca without arousing police suspicion. Now that you mention it, I do remember that flip-flopper feeding the orca. Flip-flopper?
Objection!
So you remembered, did you? Yeah, you did, but you kept it from the court. I see the time for a true sword fight has come. I call Marlon Rhymes to the stand. Mr. Lawyer, both Miss Orca Lover and Marlon Rhymes are important members of our crew. I don't want to suspect either of them, but I'm ready to accept whatever truth you find. Here, take this. A good luck charm?
It's a charm that matches the one Azura Summers had, isn't it? So you and
Miss Summers were romantically involved, weren't you, Dr. Crab? What? No, of course not. Sorry to disappoint you, but this doesn't belong to me. At the time I thought it was Azura's, so I grabbed it. But it wasn't hers. Now it's up to you, Mr. Lawyer, to figure out whose charm it is. I will. Thank you, Dr. Crab. After all, I'm interested in the outcome of this trial, too. Now then, please summon Marlon Rhymes to the witness stand. What's going on? What's everybody making that face for? I haven't been watching the trial and nobody's told me anything. Marlon Rhymes, you are under suspicion for the attempted murder of the orca. Hee. I see. What if it's already out? Mr. Rhymes, is he really going to admit it? Fine, I'll tell the truth. Really? The truth? The absolute, complete truth. Sasha is lying to protect that orca. At 3:30 a.m. on the 20th, there was still water in the orca pool. The incident happened before the orca was moved to the show pool. Orla killed the captain by bashing him 30 feet high and making him slam down on the water. That doesn't seem very likely, so I thought the orca should pay the consequences. Okay. Now we're back to the orca again. I did not see that testimony coming. Come on, man. Man. You can't be doing that. Okay, let's see. Whoops. Besides, you said Orla was in the show pool during the cleaning. I didn't want to sell Sasha out. That's why I didn't tell the truth. But the fact is, all three of us, Sasha, the captain, and me, were cleaning the pool room. But Dr. Crab and Miss Buckler both said you were at the show stage. Well, the only thing Dr. Crab knew about the cleaning was what I told him. I didn't give him a whole lot of details either. Maybe he misunderstood. And Sasha is lying to protect the orca. She can't tell the truth. Sasha put blood on the skull rocker herself to make a false blood stain. I think it's pretty brave of her to let herself get arrested to protect the orca. Mr. Rhymes, how can you lie like that? It's the truth. Besides, wouldn't it be better for you if I wasn't lying? If the orca did it, you win your case. What? This is all very hard to believe. But if Mr. Rhymes' story is true, Miss Buckler would be innocent and the orca would be the killer. Meaning if we turned our backs on Orla, we could save Sasha. Having a witness lie to save your own client. What a dirty, underhanded tactic, right, Dono?
Objection!
Yesterday the defense proved Orla was not guilty. We have no intention of going back on our assertions now. What are you saying, Mr. Wright? All you gotta do is admit the orca did it and Sasha goes free. Isn't the lawyer supposed to act in his client's best interest? But that wouldn't be acting in her interest. Miss Buckler believes Orla is innocent. And we, of course, believe that Miss Buckler herself is innocent, too. Acting in the client's best interest is an important part of our job as lawyers. Using dirty means to win a verdict would destroy our client's faith in us. That's right. We believe in both Miss Buckler's and Orla's innocence. I just don't understand how you can treat a human and an orca equally. Sasha or the orca, you can only save one of them. I don't know about that. I think I can save them both. All I have to do is disprove your testimony. Oh yeah, then go ahead and try. I will do just that. If I can't tear down his testimony, I won't be able to save both of them. I have to find a weak spot and start tearing. Sasha is lying to protect that orca. Sasha is lying to protect the orca. 3:30 on the 20th, there was still water in the orca pool. Orca pool, orca pool, orca pool. The incident happened before the orca was moved to the show pool. I keep losing the pointer. Wait. Where is it? This one.
Objection!
No, that's not it. Okay. I guess I made a mistake. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, boop, boop. Yeah, okay, I made a mistake, alright? It can happen. I can make mistakes too, alright? Definitely losing the judge's confidence in me here. Ceiling to pool bottom is 100 feet. But isn't that what I presented? That seems to be the correct thing, though. I'll save. How can that be? He says 30 feet, and what I present says 65. How can that not be the right thing?
Objection!
But I didn't present it on the right one? That was weird. Hold on a minute. Here. Okay, it wasn't on the right one that I presented it. Okay. I went one too far. I must have clicked the thing one too many. My mistake. Okay. It was the right evidence, but I didn't present it on the right thing. When lies are piled on top of each other, contradictions start to emerge. This time is no different. Are you saying there's some kind of inconsistency in my testimony? That's exactly what I'm saying. You claim that the victim was sent flying about 30 feet into the air. But the autopsy report states the cause of death was thought to be from a 65-foot fall. What? Additionally, in your testimony a moment ago, you said at 3:30 a.m. on the 20th there was still water in the orca pool. The pool is about 65 feet deep and there's about 30 feet between the water and the ceiling. If the pool was full of water as you claimed, it would be impossible for the victim to fall about 65 feet as the autopsy states. Mr. Rhymes claimed he was in the Orca pool room so he could make these statements. But the truth must be he was at the show stage, just as Dr. Crab and Sasha testified. I believe that brings us back around to the Orca didn't do it.
I didn't believe the witness's testimony from the outset. You didn't say anything, though.
I am grateful to you, Wright, Dono, for shutting the witness up. As I thought the only person who could have killed the victim is Sasha Buckler. Fact still remains whether the witness was the one who tried to kill the Orca or not. Okay. Son of a... Mr. Rhymes was right about one thing. His testimony was advantageous to our case, but pointing out the contradiction in his statement would only drive us into a corner. As Prosecutor Blackwell said, suspicion against Miss Buckler is now deepened. Uh-oh, if I don't do something fast, the judge is going to find Sasha guilty. Mr. Wright, is there anything we can do? There has to be a way to prove Sasha is innocent. Turn my thinking around. Well, yeah, you keep saying that. Instead of trying to prove that Sasha couldn't have done it, I have to think about what made it possible for somebody else to have done it. Nose hair is really... tickling. As long as the crime scene is the Orca pool room, then Sasha is the only one who could have committed the crime. Maybe not necessarily. No need for pity, your boldness. Just finish him off with a swift verdict. It appears the defense has no objections. Very well, I will give my verdict. Objection! No, hold it. Your Honor, please hold off on that verdict. But you were so quiet, Mr. Wright. Do you have something to say now? The defense has a counter-argument. You do? Pitiful, such desperation. You look pale. Are you sure you're prepared to make this counter-argument? A lawyer is someone who smiles no matter how bad it gets. I'll never forget those words no matter how many years go by. Even though it's probably just a bluff, I'll give it to them with a smile. What if the scene of the crime was somewhere else? He fell on the rock, but the rock was moved, so... Scene of the crime? Somewhere else? What? You're finding fault with the police investigation now. As I understand it, the prosecution's argument is as follows. The scene of the crime was the Orca pool room. Only the defendant and victim entered that room when there was no water in the pool. Therefore, only the defendant could have committed the crime. That is correct. But if the scene of the crime was not the Orca pool room, then somebody other than the defendant could have committed the crime. Are you sure you know where you're going with this? I might not be too sure, but I can't back down now. Mr. Wright, I hope that I'm wrong, but this isn't one of your bluffs by any chance. Haha, of course not. The judge knows me far too well. And do you have a theory on where the actual scene of the crime was? Yes, of course. Think, Phoenix. Think. Think of a place other than the Orca pool room where one could fall to one's death. Then by all means, please share your theory with the court. Where was the real scene of the murder? The show pool? Well, it's the only other place where it could have been possible, I guess. The show stage pool might have been drained of water at some point as well. And, isn't that where the skull was to begin with? Okay. And if so, it would be just as possible to fall to one's death there as the orca pool. Right, Dono, what you're doing is a disgrace to your profession. I sincerely hope you have some basis for what you're suggesting. Of course I do. I will, as soon as I think of something. Okay. The victim's body was found in the orca pool. How do you explain that? How about if, after the victim was killed in the show stage pool, his body was moved to the orca pool? How about if? What kind of presentation of your argument is that? You had better have a reasonable explanation of how the body was moved. There's no turning back now. I have to think of a way the body could have been moved. Was there something at the scene that could have been used to move the body? No, it's the crane. It's not the squid. Why did I click the squid? I thought crane and I clicked squid. Yeah. Still be pretty hard to carry a body all that distance. Yeah. Hold on a minute. This, the crane. Take that! Yeah, okay. The hoist runs between the orca pool room and the show stage. The stretcher can be hung from the hoist to move things like Orla or the Skull Rock. The stretcher could also have been used to move the dead body. Yes, if the stretcher can move the orca or the Skull Rock, it seems like it could also move a dead body as well. Wow, somehow that worked. I just might be able to pull this off. If the show pool was the scene of the crime, somebody else could have done it.
Objection!
You desperately spew conjecture and now you even make up a crime scene. Eek! Not again. You don't have the soul of a warrior. You don't deserve to be on the battlefield, and even your fabrication is half-baked. It's a disgrace. What do you mean half-baked? The hoist can be operated from the orca pool room only. And the only person who entered the orca pool room was the defendant. So even if the body was moved, the only one who could have moved it was the defendant herself. Nah. Order! So it comes back to the defendant no matter which pool it was. Meaning I can't clear Sasha either way. Sasha said she moved Orla in the Skull Rock. And I believe her. So could it be possible that she moved the body herself without being aware of it? Mr. Wright, do you have an objection to Prosecutor Blackwell's claim? Could the body have been inside the skull? I don't know. I have no objections. I have no objections. Miss Buckler must have been the one who moved the body, but she must have done so unknowingly. Mr. Wright, are you admitting the defendant committed the murder? No. I'm simply conceding that she was the only one who could have moved the body. However, I contend Miss Buckler was not aware that that is what she was doing, yeah. The culprit made her move it. The culprit made her move it unbeknownst to her. The skull. The skull, right? It has to be. How could that be possible? The body was found in the Orca pool. It must have been moved there somehow. I might find some kind of hint in the things she moved with the stretcher. There are only two things she moved. The Orca and the skull. So...
Take that!
The Skull Rock. Miss Buckler told me yesterday that she moved the Skull Rock when she was cleaning. The only two things Miss Buckler moved to the Orca pool are Orla and the Skull Rock. I would like to suggest that the victim's body may have been inside the Skull Rock.
What?
Hidden inside the rock, the body could have been moved to the Orca pool with the hoist. At the show stage, Marlon Rhymes loaded up the Skull Rock with the body inside, and then he used the walkie-talkie to let Miss Buckler know the rock was loaded. Miss Buckler operated the hoist from the Orca pool room and moved the stretcher. She moved the rock without knowing the body was inside. Do you really think there's enough space inside the Skull Rock to place a body? The swashbuckler fly indicates it could be possible. Please focus on the question at the bottom left. Oh, it says who will obtain the gold coins hidden in the Skull Rock. In that case, I suppose the rock is most likely hollow. What's more, if the body was inside the Skull Rock, it explains the remaining unanswered questions. Such as... Please take a look at the security footage of the scene Mr. Plume witnessed. Where did the body that Mr. Plume saw come from? Please recall, what was Orla doing to the Skull Rock at this time? She was headbutting it. Oh, that's right. Orla's ramming released the body from the Skull Rock. The body had been placed inside the Skull Rock and moved there from the show stage. I assert that the real murder scene was, in fact, the show stage pool.
Silence! Silence!
What rubbish is this now? You don't have a single scrap of evidence. It's easy enough to verify what I say. Take a look inside the Skull Rock for yourself. You should find some kind of proof that the body was there. Blood, fibers, hair... Right, don't know. Mr. Wright, that was incredible. You turned things completely around. And to think it all started with that half-baked bluff, too. Phew, that was a close one. Did you really have to add that last bit? Half-baked bluff. If the murder took place at the show stage, then who is the perpetrator? It is, naturally, the person who was at the show stage. Mr. Rhymes, weren't you the one who loaded the Skull Rock onto the stretcher at the show stage? Hee. Wow, Mr. Wright, that was some pretty smart brain work you did there. To be honest, I never thought you could figure it out. I tried to protect myself, but I guess it came back to bite me. Are you confessing you gave false testimony before, Mr. Rhymes? That's perjury! Yeah, what Mr. Wright says is true. Hee. The body was inside the Skull Rock. And it's true, the captain was killed in the show pool, too. What? He's admitting it that easily? This time, I'm gonna tell you the whole truth about what happened that day. The whole truth. In the show pool, the Orca shot the captain up into the air. Then the captain came down and slammed into the water. I can still remember the specter's screams clearly. All Sasha did was move the body. She was trying to protect the Orca. When Mr. Plume witnessed the Orca finding the body, I freaked. It's still kind of the same lie, so now we're back to the Orca again, I see. If you were going to give testimony like that, why did I bother putting you on the stand? All I'm doing is telling the truth. That day, Sasha wanted to do the old version of the Swashbuckler Spectacular. So I suggested she hide the body in the Skull Rock and move it to the Orca pool. Huh? I was gonna figure out what to do with the body after the show was over. The Orca is the one that killed the captain. It wasn't me, and it wasn't Sasha. Is he the one who wants the the Orca dead at all costs. Maybe he's the one who was the boyfriend of Azura back in the day and wants revenge on the Orca. Right? He put the pill amidst the fish. He's the one giving those calls. He's the one that the videos were sent from by Azura. Were sent to by Azura. It seems to fit, so I don't know. So it was Mr. Rhymes' idea to hide the body in the Skull Rock. But if Mr. Rhymes is the culprit, why would he protect Sasha? False charges against Sasha would mean he himself would escape suspicion, so why? False charges against Sasha would mean he himself would escape suspicion, so why? Mr. Wright, how about if you leave this to me? Athena, do you mean you heard something? Yep, noise, discord in Mr. Rhymes' heart. So that means somewhere in his testimony there's an inconsistency in his emotions. Right. Alright, Athena, give him a good counseling session. You got it, boss. Huh? What's this? What are you getting, Athena? His testimony is pretty complex. Feelings of deep sadness and intense anger are being called up. Those two emotions appear to be running out of control. How to control emotions? Is that going to be a problem? We'll have to probe their cause if we want to get to his true emotions and testimony. There might even be odd or unnatural spots in his testimony he isn't even aware of. Alright, let's probe the cause of this out-of-control emotions then. I'll explain how to probe. Let's find the root cause together. When you see something off in a statement, tap the probe button. Next point to what's causing Mr. Rhymes' out-of-control emotions. Finally, tap probe to complete the process. When emotions are out of control, memories can be recalled incorrectly. If you still haven't found anything after all the statements and images, I'll help. Great. Alright, I'll get started comparing the statements with the images. Got it. I doubt there were any spectators there at the show stage when the owner died. If there had been, those witnesses would have told us the true crime scene right away. What? Oh, right, of course. I just made a mistake. Okay, that made the sadness subside. So maybe the spectator's part was what was making him sad. I wonder why he would make that mistake saying spectators were there. How strange. Maybe because this is what happened to Azura, right? He's got the two events mixed together. Yeah, there we go. Yep, that's it. Like he was in a similar situation before and it was deeply imprinted on his heart. A situation where an orca killed somebody and there were spectators there. Hey, I think I know why he's mixing up his memories. He was the one romantically involved with Azura. The reason why Mr. Rhymes mixes up his memories is... Is that the one? No, no, that might be too early, I think, to reveal that. So, no, this one.
Take that!
Mr. Rhymes, I think I know what happened. Could you have been mixing up what happened a year ago with this incident? Maybe that's why you slipped and said the owner was killed in front of the spectators. What? How did you... You're right. I did see the orca kill somebody a year ago. But what about it? I was just one of the spectators. Really? Just another spectator? There must be a reason why you feel great sadness about that incident last year. Silence! Stop this nonsensical scrutiny of feelings. Just present evidence to prove your point. Okay. Eep. Boss, do we have any kind of evidence that would back us up here? He was the boyfriend, so that's where you point the charm. Well, I'm waiting. Let's see this evidence that has to do with Marlon Rhymes' sadness. That's the one.
Take that!
Azura Summers died in an accidental death 1 year ago. This is her boyfriend's charm. Hey! What are you doing with that charm? It was found in Rifle's stomach yesterday. Judging by your reaction, I believe this charm belongs to you. Hee. I guess I need to push him just a little harder to make him admit it. When Mr. Rhymes said the word charm, he was very rattled. We'd better examine this charm a little more. Good idea. Let's look inside it. Huh? What's this? A photograph. Ooh, hubba. Hey, this is Azura Summers and Marlon Rhymes. Mr. Rhymes, you and Azura Summers were a couple, weren't you? So what if we were a couple? It doesn't have anything to do with the captain's case. You believe you saw the orca kill your girlfriend? That's the cause of your sadness. Isn't that emotion of yours connected to the current case?
Silence.
The only thing you revealed was the witness's relationship with the victim a year ago. What does the witness past have to do with the case at hand? I don't know yet. But we managed to pinpoint the source of his sadness. Now let's delve into what Mr. Rhymes is angry at. The orca shot the captain up into the air.
Boom, 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 boom.
Come on. Click. There we go. Captain came down. Something about the audience. Yeah, it's not there. I can still remember the captain's dead body clearly. All Sasha did was move the body. She was trying to protect the orca. When Mrs. DePlume witnessed the orca finding the body, I freaked.
Got it!
Mr. Rhymes, you're angry with Orla, aren't you? For what it did to Azura Summers. Angry at an orca? Why would I be? If you think I have some reason to be mad, then show me some proof. Do I have proof that Mr. Rhymes has reason to be mad? I have proof. I've got your proof, man. I bet that evidence we just took a look at would come in handy here. Yeah. This charm indicates that you were Azura Summers' boyfriend. I'm sure you believe Orla killed your girlfriend a year ago. You lost your girlfriend and so you've been angry at Orla. Alright, I'll admit it. I'll never forgive that orca. Azura is dead and that orca is still swimming around, happy as a clam. I became an animal keeper just so I could prove that orca is a killer. You're right, I want that orca to pay. There, do you feel good dragging up a person's past, but it still doesn't change anything? He's right. I disagree, it does change things. His out of control emotion quieted down. Yeah. Now we should be able to find out the truth behind that emotion. No surprise? He wasn't surprised? When Mr. Plume witnessed the orca finding the body, you freaked? Really? What are you getting at? With Mr. Plume as a witness, Orla was guaranteed to be accused of the murder. Didn't it work out exactly as you'd hoped? In order to have Orla put down, you made sure Mr. Plume witnessed that scene. Okay. So you figured all that out, did ya? Mr. Rhymes, are you admitting it? I didn't really want to have to fight anybody but the Orca, but you leave me no choice. Why is the rum gone? Grah! Okay. Okay. Now it's time to get serious.
Ahoy, what?
Yo, ho, ho, ho. Ahoy, me meat brothers represent. Avast, ye grafts, eaters, stay free. Take me words and pop in yo mouth, yo, I hate this. It's not what I like, man. What is going on? Where did this pirate fellow come from? He looks like a completely different person. Hee hee. Order! If we don't have order, Prosecutor Blackwell will yell at us. Even Prosecutor Blackwell is at a loss for words. So I plan to have that wench be a witness. Alright, you caught me out. It'd be true I thought that Orca's murderous ways should be found out. That'd be why I schemed to have the Plume see the body. So you admit it? You deliberately framed Orla? It'd be true, but what skin beat that off of anybody's nose? That Orca be a murdering scurvy dog. I may have a grudge against that Orca, but I always felt grateful toward the captain. The Orca murdered Azura and the captain, so of course she should walk the plank. I don't have a response to that.
I agree, it wouldn't make any sense for him to kill the owner. Why would he?
Yeah, But his hatred for Orla, on the other hand, comes through loud and clear. Wait a minute. If killing Mr. Shipley doesn't make sense, who would it make sense for Rhymes to kill? Maybe my theory has been all wrong. Your Honor, I think I just became aware of a new fact. Oh, and what is that? Now that we know about Mr. Rhymes' intense hatred of Orla, it turns the premise we've been arguing under on its ear. On it what?
Take that!
What? So the witness's intent was to kill the Orca? Exactly, the witness's intended victim was not Jack Shipley. From the start, it was all a scheme to kill Orla. The Orca was his true target, but Jack Shipley is the one who died. The Orca is alive and quite well. He's right. He wanted to kill the Orca, and yet it was Jack Shipley who fell to his death. How did that happen? Wait a minute. What if Mr. Rhymes wanting to kill Orla was somehow connected to Mr. Shipley's death? At a loss for words, are you? What happened to your bravado of a moment ago? Enough of these reckless words, without any basis in fact.
Objection!
They aren't reckless words. The basis for my claim is at the real murder scene, the show pool. What are you talking about? It's my contention that two incidents happened at the show pool. The attempted murder of the Orca and the victim falling to his death. First of all, in order to kill the Orca, Mr. Rhymes removed something from the scene. And by so doing, he made it possible for Mr. Shipley to fall to his death. What did he remove? This is what Mr. Rhymes removed in an attempt to kill Orla. What was removed? The water? Yeah, the water.
Take that!
Don't tell me you're trying to claim he tried to kill the Orca by draining the pool water. That's exactly what I'm claiming. Maybe he died by accident. He fell in the pool because he thought there would be water in it. To help the defendant with the cleaning, Marlon Rhymes took charge of Orla, with the plan to kill Orla in the show pool, and because the pool water was drained. It made it possible for Jack Shipley to fall to his death in the show pool. I tried to kill the orca, you say? Can you even prove there was nary a drop of water in the pool? That day I was simply looking after the orca. Why would I have the monstrous thought of killing it?
Objection!
Well, you have motive, that's for sure. You claim you were looking after Orla in the early morning hours of July 20th, but I don't think you were doing a very good job of it. After all, Orla wasn't given anything to eat during that time. How would you know such a thing? I know because of Orla's record here in the torpedo data system. The system continuously records data on the subjects and it monitors. From Orla's record, we can tell exactly when she ate or didn't eat. Sink me, nobody ever told me about that dastardly contraption. Only a few of the ship aquarium staff know about this system. According to Orla's record, she never ate in those early morning hours of the 20th. You planned to kill Orla, and that's why you didn't feed her. You're wasting time. What proof do you have of that? Perhaps the orca simply wasn't hungry. He's right. I don't have any proof. If Orla simply didn't eat, then that would create an inconsistency. Where did her fish go? Her fish? Good question. Where did it disappear to? Fish. What does it matter? What relevance does it have to the case? Cease this stalling by asking inconsequential questions. Stop delving into the depth of the orca's stomach and delve into the case instead. But wait, it may seem like a small inconsistency, but it's an issue of great importance, I think. What are you driving at, Mr. Wright? How could the fish disappear? Somebody must have eaten it. So who came to the show stage and ate Orla's fish? I think I might have a pretty good idea. I believe there must have been a visitor to the show stage that Mr. Rhymes didn't notice. A visitor? Are you trying to introduce yet another suspect at this 11th hour? Excuse me. '11th hour. If you utter more of your careless remarks, Taka won't look favorably upon it. I don't plan to utter any careless remarks. Whether my remarks will actually be related to the case or not, I don't yet know. Don't worry, boss. If Taka comes this way, I'll fend him off. But do try to keep your remarks careful. Somehow Orla's fish disappeared. Somebody must have visited the show stage, but who? Rifle. Excuse me. I believe Rifle the Penguin visited the show stage. First an orca, now a penguin? Why would you be saying such a thing, Mr. Lawyer? I didn't see Rifle during the wee early morning hours. Do you have any proof Rifle visited the show stage? If you be a lawyer of any sort, show me your evidence. The bottom of Rifle's feet were pink for some reason. That fact is a clue that Rifle was indeed at the show stage. I have to present that piece of evidence that connects Rifle to the show stage. To prove I'm a lawyer worth my salt, this is the proof that Rifle visited the show stage. This one? Yeah, it was left to dry. Yeah, that's the one.
Take that!
It's got that pink paint on it. Oh, my, what a cute little sign. Look at all of those adorable stars. The judge. These stars are actually starfish. Miss Buckler painted the sign. Okay. Whoops. Excuse me. In the early morning hours of the 20th, she left the sign at the show stage to dry. Mr. Rhymes kept an eye on the sign for Miss Buckler while the paint was drying. Okay. Aye, that'd be true, but what be your point? On this sign is proof that Rifle visited the show stage.
Proof of the penguin's visit?
I'm afraid I don't see it. This one here. Yeah, there we go.
Take that!
A couple of the pink starfish are shaped a little differently from the others. Ah, you're right. They look almost like little leaves. Rifle had pink paint on the bottom of her feet. These little leaf-like shapes on this sign are actually Rifle's footprints. Rifle made these footprints by walking on the sign before it was dry. Oh ho, what cute little pink penguin prints. So there are footprints. What of them? Marlon Rhymes was watching over this sign at the show stage while the paint dried. And during that time, the penguin paid a visit. According to the torpedo data system, we know that Rifle ate something that morning of the 20th. Most likely, Rifle ate the fish meant for Orla that was at the show stage. Orla's snack was a small quantity of fish. Even a penguin could have eaten it all. Big ad. Rifle ate Orla's fish. Who be ye to say Rifle ate Orla's fish? She could have picked up food anywhere. But that doesn't change the fact that I really was at the show stage. After all, I had to help move the skull rock. It couldn't have been moved without me. The witness claims he never saw the penguin. How do you explain this contradiction? Both Mr. Rhymes and Rifle were at the show stage, but Mr. Rhymes didn't see her. So where could Mr. Rhymes have been at the time? In the pool at the bottom? Right, don't know. If you aren't up to the task, I could disprove this witness's testimony for you. If I leave it to Prosecutor Blackwell, Sasha will be declared guilty. I can't let him interrupt this line of reasoning. Mr. Wright, let's try to figure out how things looked when Rifle came to the show stage. Mr. Rhymes was at the show stage keeping an eye on Orla and the sign. And we know it must be true because he helped move the skull rock. And then Rifle came in and walked over the sign. But wouldn't Mr. Rhymes notice Rifle if he was right here? Let's think about where Mr. Rhymes could have been. Below. Is there a place in the show stage area from which Rifle could not have been seen or something? Well, whatever.
Take that!
At the bottom? What? Inside the pool? But you're right, if he was inside the pool, he wouldn't have noticed Rifle. Right. So are you saying Mr. Rhymes was underwater the whole time Rifle was eating? I'm saying the pool was empty. Oh, jeez. Do I have to explain everything? No, not underwater. When I think about what he was trying to do, the answer is clear. Now I'm finally starting to get the whole picture. Just like yesterday. Must you two always be whispering to each other? Why don't you admit that resorting to a penguin will get you nowhere? Objection! Oh, I don't know about that. The fact that Mr. Rhymes didn't know this Rifle is such a small inconsistency. But it's a key point that proves what Mr. Rhymes was trying to do. The penguin is a key point. The show stage pool is very deep. If Rifle came to visit while Mr. Rhymes was at the bottom of this pool, he would have never noticed Rifle. Arrgh. Orcas can be out of the water for a short time without sustaining damage, but if they're out of the water for a long time, they weaken and eventually die. In order to kill Orla, Mr. Rhymes had to drain the pool. And while the pool was drained of water, Mr. Shipley fell to his death. The show stage pool is about 65 feet deep, just like the Orca pool. Without water in the pool, a person could be made to fall 65 feet. Mr. Rhymes probably wondered what to do. If he continued with his plan to kill Orla, how would he dispose of Mr. Shipley's body? So he devised a plan to kill two birds with one stone. What? How? Mr. Rhymes went down to the bottom of the pool and put the victim's body in the rock. And then had Miss Buckler move the rock and the body together.
Silence!
And the witness made the defendant do this somehow without arousing her suspicion? That's right, Mr. Shipley told Mr. Buckler that she couldn't perform in the new show. Miss Buckler became upset and wanted to switch back to the old version of the show. So Mr. Rhymes conveniently suggested that she take and hide a prop for the new show. Mr. Rhymes then manipulated Orla using her singing and lifesaver tricks. He schemed to have Orla find the body while Mr. Plume would be standing witness. He saddled Orla with the false charge of murder so that Orla would be put down. What? Arr. Rawr. Grawr. So the fact that the witness didn't see the penguin shows that when Rifle visited the show stage, Rhymes was putting the body in the rock. At the bottom of the pool, that is. Who would have thought the presence of a penguin could prove the witness's actions? It's working. Just a little further now and Sasha will be proven not guilty. If you think you've won this battle, you are sorely mistaken. Your theory is based on the notion that the witness could manipulate the orca. Witness, can you control the orca's actions? He's gonna say no. Of course not. What kind of bilge be that? I be but a simple animal keeper. If my memory serves, wasn't Miss Buckler the only one who could issue commands to the orca? The judge's blade is sharper than the lawyer's. If you wish to do battle with a witness, you'll need a honed blade. Where is your sort of evidence that Marlon Rhymes could manipulate the orca? Ah! My hair, again! Rhymes had to have manipulated Orla in order for his plan to work, but how can I prove it? Well, it appears this line of reasoning has become unsustainable. Well, it appears that I was mistaken. Athena, I've analyzed the hearts of all kinds of people. I have enough experience to see when I look into your heart that you haven't given up. So that objection was my way of speaking up for your heart. Okay, thanks. She's right. Why would I become a lawyer again, only to give up? I have to keep fighting. Athena, thank you. With your help, I've remembered the old Wright way. The right way. Ba-da-ba-ba. Your Honor, I'm not finished with presenting my argument. Do you have anything else to ask this witness? You've cross-examined all the witnesses and presented all your evidence. No, not the orca. All the witnesses? I don't think so. I haven't cross-examined the most important one, the central figure in both cases. The central figure. The one involved in not only the case a year ago, but this current case too. What are you talking about? Who are you talking about? I demand you tell the court immediately.
Take that!
There we go. The defense calls the central figure in both cases, Orla the orca. You intend to cross-examine an orca? Cross-examine an orca. You must be adult. This be impossible.
Silence! Silence!
This absurdity is beyond the pale. How do you expect to question an orca, a creature incapable of speech? Orla is intricately involved in this case. I have every right to cross-examine her. Besides, even if she can't speak, I think cross-examining her will be invaluable. Very well, do what you will then. But if you fail to garner anything from this little exercise with the orca... Objection, Panda! How's it going? I hope you realize the reward for your efforts will be the defendant's guilty verdict. I'm ready and confident. So, cross-examining Orla, huh? That was a bold move, boss. Now all we have to do is figure out how Mr. Rhymes manipulated Orla. That's right, now it's Orla's turn to help us save Sasha. An orca defendant yesterday, an orca witness today. About to go grab some groceries. I'm about to have dinner myself. This is truly unprecedented, but even though this is highly unusual, I'm prepared to allow it. Bailiff, ready to witness telecast. We'll have a 10-minute recess while the telecast is being set up. Okay, let's go as far as the final part of the chapter. And then I'll stop here so I can prepare dinner. July 22nd, 11:21 a.m. District Court. What you making for dinner? Just some soup. I already had some Vietnamese noodles for lunch, so I felt pretty full already. I don't need to eat that much more. Leave it to you to think of something like calling Orla, Mr. Wright. Well, she's the only one who knows all the answers after all. I just talked to Pearls and she said Orla seems to be feeling fine. Now we have to try and figure out how Mr. Rhymes manipulated Orla. If we put Mr. Rhymes and Orla together, maybe we can get some kind of clue. And I can't forget about that strange set of prints of Rhymes's either. I really appreciate your trying to save both Orla and me. I had no idea Marlon hated Orla like that. I feel like I've been shocked by a torpedo ray. Of course he would hate the killer whale that murdered his girlfriend right in front of him. Oh, Mr. Plume! You've been watching the trial? Oh, yes, I came to make a declaration of war. A declaration of war? No matter what the results of today's trial, I will report the truth in my new book. Even if that truth goes against what I wrote in the killer whale. I don't know what the truth is, not even about what happened a year ago. Dr. Crab. Azura died right in front of my eyes, in the middle of a pirate show. She suddenly fell from the orca's back and began to thrash around in pain. The orca was singing a song and then started headbutting Azura over and over. Finally, the orca took Azura in her mouth and brought her to the side of the pool. Just before she died, Azura was holding her chest in obvious pain. She was holding her chest? Wait a minute. Could it be? Her heart condition. I don't think Orla was to blame for the incident a year ago either. What? I think the cause of Miss Summers' death might have been her heart condition. Heart condition? What heart condition? I never heard anything about it. Miss Summers had a prescription with Hickfield Clinic for a heart condition. The orca didn't kill her. I think it's possible her heart condition did. What? Azura had a heart condition too? I guess she hid it from everybody, just like I did. Coincidences. So that means the orca was innocent a year ago too? It's just a theory, but I think the orca headbutted Azura to check on her. And then did the lifesaver trick to rescue her. So there was no need to put the orca down after all. So you really did intend to put Orla down? No, Jack and I were against such a thing from the start. That's why they were paying through the nose to keep her alive. But you said you were going to euthanize the orca. Yeah, I've been wondering about that. Dr. Crab, about this capsule. It's not a poison but a sleeping drug, right? That's right, even if Orla attacks someone. Or even if the Center for Dangerous Animal Control demands she be put down. I never had any intention of killing her. I would use sleeping pills to make it look like she was dead and then set her free. That's why I purchased so many sleeping capsules. Oh, that's why! I never considered the possibility that that poor woman's death was illness. She seems pretty disturbed, to be wrong. I simply want to know the truth. That is why I will tell you who my client is. The day I witnessed the owner's death, I was there at the request of the animal keeper. Marlon Rhymes? That is correct. That day my client called me to ask me to investigate the orca pool. He must have wanted you to witness what Orla was going to do. Why did you decide to tell us this? My desire to protect my client was standing in the way of truth. I couldn't allow that. I will be watching to see how this all unfolds. Good luck to you, blue and yellow duo. Well, that was quite a bombshell she just dropped, and so casually too. That woman really is a free spirit. Do you remember what you said yesterday, Mr. Lawyer? That you'd expose any secret if it would help save Sasha? I remember. It's my duty as a lawyer. Well, I just wanted you to know that I don't blame you for exposing the aquarium secret. It may put me in hot water, but if it helps save the orca, let me clue you in on another secret. Focus on the orca's song. The orca's song, huh? What could he be hinting at? You can control her with the song? Oh, Mr. Wright, looks like it's time. Alright, let's go back in. You've got it, boss. We're gonna go in there and save Sasha and Orla together. Okay. That'll be all then for now. I'll be back later, after dinner. And we'll play the rest of the game, I guess. And I think we should have enough time to finish the game today. And then, since I'll have all night to think about it, I'll try to figure out what I want to stream next. Not something that forces me to read everything out loud, though, if possible. I like to keep these a little more spaced out, I suppose, spaced apart. Anyway, see you later then. I'll be back later. Thank you for watching and take care until then. Bye-bye.